Mike. Okay. Am I muted? Okay. Okay, Mike, good to go. All right. So, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to stream. Welcome back. I missed you guys. I missed getting to knots. I missed knots. I missed streaming. Not being able to stream last week. So I hope everyone is having a lovely day or night. So let me see. It would be morning in most parts of the world. So either morning or night, or maybe if you're European, it's like afternoon for you, right? So yeah, welcome to stream, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your week was good. Wow, we have like the past 2 weeks to catch up on. Yeah, we have the past 2 weeks. So we got a lot of stuff to catch up on. It's been a while since I've been back. So indeed, we got some stuff to talk about. So before we jump into the topics I have for today that I'm so excited to talk about because it's been such a long time. I wanted to do some housekeeping, and I know you're gonna be like, housekeeping? What do you mean housekeeping? It's just about chat stuff or whatever. It's okay. It's just more meta stuff. So this is directed towards my lovely Twitch viewers. As you know, recently Twitch has decided to raise the sub price. So since my account's US based, so usually a sub is $4.99 and it's been increased to $5.99. So the price went up $1. And it's increased in a bunch of other places too. I know a lot of European places and stuff like that. So it has increased. The sub price has increased. And I believe it's going to go into effect in July, starting July 11th, according to the email that I got. So if you're someone who's subbed to me and that dollar price is just too high for you and you need to cut it, I just want to let you know, do not feel bad whatsoever if you need to cancel your sub because of the increased price. I can read, I can speak. Increased price. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't feel bad. I'm honestly pissed that Twitch has decided to make that decision. A lot of streamers were not happy about it. I know, especially smaller ones like myself. You know, really weren't happy to see that they decided to increase the sub prices, especially because nothing came with it. So it just seems to be an increase for no reason. Kind of like how like Netflix and like Hulu and all those other streaming services were like, in order to deliver you better content, we need to increase your sub price. And it's just like, okay, so where's the better content? And they're like, what? Like, you know what I mean? So if you're just like, well, I feel bad though, do not worry about it. Don't worry about it. As you guys know, this is not my full-time job, unfortunately. I wish it could be one day, but it's not. And I appreciate your support. But if it is an absolute deal breaker for you, do not worry about it. I will not be offended whatsoever. If you are that concerned, though, I am trying to get monetized on YouTube here. Because on YouTube, you can control the price of your memberships, which is really nice. You can start as low as 99 cents all the way up to 499 bucks. Don't worry, I'm not going to do a 499 buck membership tier. I wouldn't even know what to charge for that. But I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube. So if you're wanting to lend me some help there instead, I would really appreciate that. Feel free, if you haven't, to subscribe to my YT and such, right? So yeah, just want to do some quick housekeeping. I also wanted to say thank you because recently I hit 500 views on my ASMR that I recorded last month on my sick care ASMR. So I wanted to thank you guys for that too. So thank you for all of those who decided to, you know, hit a view on that. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And yeah. So there we go. Some housekeeping stuff out the way. So it is Friday, my dudes. It is Friday. Where I am, it's a Friday night. Where some of you may be, it's the middle of the Friday. And so some of y'all, your Friday might just be getting started, but it's Friday night, baby. Well, congratulations. You made it again to the weekend. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. So we got a lot to catch up on these past 2 weeks. So mainly, I did not stream last week. And the reason I did not stream last week is because last Saturday, I went to Tokyo for the Holostars 5th Anniversary Live Movin On, baby! And it was amazing. Guys, it was absolutely amazing. It was stellar. I walked out of that venue a changed person. It was so amazing. I had so much fun. I loved it so much. And so, like I said, I wanted to tell you guys all about it. So this is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about all about it today. So we'll be talking about my trip. We'll be talking about the live and stuff. And then, of course, our week and, wherever the conversation leads us, of course. So let me start with my trip. So I traveled to Tokyo by train. So usually when I go to Tokyo, the last 2 times I've been to Tokyo, I took a plane, right? There's a cheap flight here that like flies from one airport to another. So I took a plane, right? It's very quick, only an hour flight, But this time around, I really wanted to take a train because I didn't feel like, going to the airport and going through security and all those different things, right? I just wanted to hop onto a train because I really like trains. So where I'm at, there is actually an overnight train that starts in that, there's an overnight train that goes to Tokyo, that I have access to. And so I was like, ooh, it's called, I don't know if I should say, but it's called like an overnight train. So you hop on the train and then you arrive in Tokyo like early next morning. So, and it makes like a bunch of stops along the way too. So it doesn't only just stop in Tokyo, but it stops in like, I think a lot of major cities like Osaka and Kyoto as well. So I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, I'll take this. So it's a sleeper train, right? Because it's an overnight train. So on this sleeper train, right, there are a couple private There are a couple private rooms, and then there is the public like sleeping area cars. So basically there's like a bunch of, I guess I would call them like bunk beds sort of things. Like they're designed like bunk beds, but it's kind of like imagine a capsule hotel like bunk system, but like it doesn't completely close and you don't necessarily have curtains, but you do have like at least a little divider between you and the person next to you. So like that's what the train was like. So unfortunately, when I was making my reservation, because apparently these things kind of get booked in advance because, so when I was making my reservation, they did not have any private rooms, so I had to do the public area, like the free area. So I was a little bit nervous, about it because I'm someone who doesn't sleep easily, but at the same time, I really didn't want to take a plane, but I didn't want to arrive too late on the day of the live. So I was like, you know what, we're doing this, right? So I made my reservation, and I got on the train. So I got to the station, nighttime. I got into the train. So, hello, Duracorp. Hello. That's okay. Even staying for a little time is nice. So thank you. Hello. Welcome. Thank you. You just joined me right in the middle of my traveling story, of my train story. So thank you. So yeah. So when you get on the train, if you're in the public area, unfortunately, you don't have like a space for your luggage. You have to like keep your luggage with you. So I had to put my luggage at like the end of like my bed thing. And here's the other thing. You don't get a bed if you're in this public area. You get like this like sheet thing that's supposedly a blanket that you're supposed to not lay on. But like I laid on it because otherwise there was just like this hard carpeted area. And I'm just like, I'm not laying on this. And I was like, the train was like well ventilated anyway, so I wasn't like cold or anything. So I just did that. It's also recommended that you bring like a sleeping mat or a pillow. I did not. Next time if I ever ride, I will, because they do not provide you pillows. I forgot to bring my sleeping mask. Definitely recommend a sleeping mask or a towel to cover yourself up. I did have a little light and I did have a little vent that I could control for my area. But there were no charger supports in that area. So if you're going to come, um, definitely like bring portable batteries, which I did, thankfully. I just didn't know I'd be using them. But besides that, surprisingly, I was able to sleep. I had to get used to like the train moving while laying down, and like, it was like a little bit bumpy and stuff. But it wasn't that bad actually. I was able to get some sleep, which was surprising because I thought I wouldn't be able to get any sleep at all because I'm such a light sleeper. But I was able to get sleep. So I arrived in Tokyo at around 7:30 a.m. Right, it gets there very, very early in the morning. So I arrived in Tokyo at 8 a.m. My hotel, luckily, was not that far from the station, so I was able to hop on a bus and get there. It was a very convenient one, right by, like buses and stuff, so it was super duper convenient. But I could not check into my hotel yet so the problem is, I'm sure you guys have experienced it, where you get to a place early, right? You get to a place early, but you can't check in yet because hotel check-ins are like always in the afternoon, right? They're always in the afternoon. And so when you arrive in the morning, you can't check in unless you like, reserve it in advance. And I was like, I'm not paying an advance fee, but now I'm wondering now, like, should have I paid that advance fee? um, yeah, so there was that. So basically, I just hung around in the little area that I was in, like by my hotel, which wasn't that bad. There was like a park that I sat outside, and so I, went to like 7-Eleven and got some breakfast and just kind of hung around in the park on my phone. There was like a festival thing going on, so I was like observing that. My hotel was cool enough to like let you like keep your luggage there while you wait to get check-in. So like you can like go to the front desk and be like, I have a reservation. Can I just keep my luggage here until, check-in? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. So you don't have to lug around the city, with your luggage, which was nice. So I did that. It was super interesting because that day, I guess people got to like the venue very, very early. I was surprised because I was on Twitter, right? So, because, I'm on my phone and stuff as I'm waiting to like check into my hotel, right? And it's very interesting going on Twitter and people like, talking about like the fan stands, like the flower stands that were there and stuff. And I was just like, wow, y'all got there early. I was like, damn, y'all got there early. I was literally like in a chat asking people like, is the line that long? Like, why did everyone get there early? And they're like, oh, they kind of just got here early. I think it's like common for people to get there early to like hang out with other people and say hi, because this is also like a time where you can like see your other nerd friends and be like, oh my gosh, hey, live. So I guess other people just got there super early. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. So I check into my hotel finally at 3. So the venue opened up at 4:30. So, and luckily, I also lucked out with my hotel choice because my hotel was literally like right down the street from the venue. So it was super duper close, super convenient, which is awesome. So I was able to shower, change. I had a slight emergency. I had a slight emergency because I had my pen light and I brought the wrong type of batteries, and the batteries in the pen light were dead. So I had to go to the convenience store and buy batteries because I bought the wrong type of batteries. So then I took a bus down to the venue, but the area that I was in, right, it had multiple venues like in that kind of area, right? There were multiple venues, and 2, there were different events going on that night. So I was not the only one, and obviously I'm not the only one going to the live. Other people are also going to the live. So, yeah, there was just a lot of people going to the live. And I say this because when I was waiting for the bus, literally 2 buses had to pass the bus stop and they couldn't let people on because they were full. And I was like kind of pissed off because I'm just like, man, I just want to take the bus down because I got like my really cute platforms on and like I kind of didn't want to walk in them. But luckily I was able to get on a bus. So I head down to the venue and it's so cool. You see everyone there with like their Ita bags and everything. And like, I know I said it before when I was talking about Holo Expo, but y'all, these fans have the drip, man. I'm talking about they had on good clothes. Their hair was on point. Their makeup was on point. Their accessories were on point. Their Ita bags were on point. They had like, they were wearing like their Oshi colors with their clothes. So everything was like coordinated. Y'all, it was so cool. I was dripping. That's why I wore my platforms, because I'm like, I want to look cute this time. So that's why I wore the platforms that I did. Everyone literally looked so cute. All the flower stands are really cute. So a lot of times for like idol lives and stuff, fans will like put together little idols, little like flower stands. So the flower stands are super cute. But yeah, it was just nice to see a bunch of fans, you know, out and about as well. So so we get to the venue. So now I want to give like a, how do I say? I want to give like a rating, right? Because I'm about to enter the venue and stuff. But if I had to give, so let me see. Wow, you're looking ready for it. Hello, Kremlin Sanity. Hello, hello. Yes, I am ready. I got my pen lights because I'm talking about the idol concert I just went to. So I've got my pen lights. Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so I recently went to the Holostars 5th Anniversary Live. So I decided to have little Zatsu to talk about it. So you joined just in time because we finally, in my story, we finally made it to the venue, right? So the venue itself was pretty cool. I'd seen like pictures of it online before, and it was a nice venue, right? They have coin lockers, which was good for people. So they had coin lockers outside, coin lockers inside. You know, definitely good organization stuff by the production team and stuff as usual. You know, all the lines were nice. But I guess I was curious because nobody seemed like to be in a rush to line up to get in, right? So around maybe 4 o'clock-ish, 4:15, right? Because the venue opens at 4:30. They started lining up people to like get in. But people weren't really in a rush to get in line from what I noticed. I was like a little bit confused, you know? I was like, I thought you would want to get in because from what I saw online, right, the venue had like kind of 2 options, right? So stand-in, like the venue could have concerts either stand-in or there could be chairs, right? So stand-in, the venue capacity was about 3,000 people, which I thought, okay, yeah, 3,000 people for Holostars. Okay, that makes sense, right? And if you had chairs, it would be 1,000, about half of that. So like 1,400 because, you know, chairs take up space. So I'm thinking it was stand-in only, right? Because again, I've never been to idol concerts, but every time I've been to an idol concert, people are always stand-in. So, well, to be fair, they're stand-in because, you know, they're cheering and stuff. So I thought there was only going to be stand-in rooms. So I was prepared to be, I guess, stand-in for like 3 hours, even though I was in these like high-ass platform boots. Or not boots, high-ass platform demonias, right? So I'm in line and stuff, and, you know, I show my ticket, right, to get in or whatever. And I noticed that my ticket had a seat number, right? So it had a row and it had a seat number. And it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, it's seat-in, right? So I was a little bit conflicted about the seat-in, though, because, how do I say this? I was really worried about the capacity because when it came to tickets for this live, a lot of other fans, a lot of other Starmans talked about how it was very hard to get tickets. So I was lucky enough to win the first lottery, which honestly surprised me. I thought I wasn't going to. And then there was a second lottery, and then there's general sales, right? So if you didn't know, in Japan, typically when you have concert tickets, it's usually a lottery first, at least one lottery. There might be more depending on how big the event is. And then there's general sales, which, you know, sales open to everyone and you just go and buy. So when it came to the 5th Anniversary Live for Holostars, for this one, the Movin On one, many people reported that by the time it got to general sales, there was like no tickets. Like people reported going to the webpage at 3 o'clock when it opened, and there were no tickets. Like it immediately said at 3 o'clock, no tickets, which had people confused because it was like, well, were there even like any tickets? Yeah, like people were like, were there even any tickets for general sale? Like if there was no tickets by the time it was general sale, why even have general sale, right? So I just thought, well, because like, and before then, again, the venue capacity I saw on the site was 3,000 people standing room, right? So we're thinking, oh, okay, 3,000 people. Well, that's more than the last two concerts because the concerts before the capacity was 2,000 and then like 2,500. So it gradually increased. But we all were just like, maybe next time they need to have a bigger venue because Holostars, even though their fan base isn't as big as Hololive, it's still pretty substantial in Japan. That 3,000 is kind of small, you know? So when I was at the venue, I realized, oh dear, the capacity was even smaller than we thought because there's seats, right? There's seats. So I was like, oh, that's why it was so hard to get in because the venue capacity was only about 1,400 ish. Maybe a little bit more because, it depends how many chairs they put in there. But at the same time, it was like, oh, wow. Okay. So, but, I wasn't trying to but I didn't want to be like too much of a Debbie Downer. So I didn't think about it too much on the day of it. So, we're all in line. We come in, right? And I also see, so ahead while I'm coming in line, I see a sign that says like 600 yen, like drink fee. I was like, drink fee? Why is there a drink fee? I was like, drink fee? And they're like, yeah, please prepare like 600 yen for the drink fee. Which I was just like, drink fee? 600 yen? I was like, that's kind of steep for a drink, right? But then I'm thinking, oh, wait, this is like a venue. So maybe they got like some fancy venue drinks, Because you know how like concerts have like fancy venue drinks and stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, they got fancy drinks here. Okay, yeah, here's 600 yen. And like we had to pay the 600 yen. There was like no... Like, you couldn't just, like, not pay it and be like, can I not get a drink? They're like, no, you gotta pay this. And so I'm like, okay. I hand over 600 yen. And if you're wondering how much is 600 yen, and the current, like, I guess, well, with the current yen declining, it's about like $4 USD, maybe. Right? So I get in. I'm expecting this, like, fancy drink or whatever. Right? Because I noticed there are more coin lockers. There are also vending machines in here, which, keep in mind, there are vending machines that have, like, drinks for, like, 200 yen or less. Keep this in mind because when I went to go get my free drink, right, it was a bottled drink. Okay, I'm laughing about it now because it's kind of funny. But it was a bottled drink. And when I mean a bottled drink, I'm talking about a bottled drink you could get at the convenience store for like way less. Like the average bottled drink at a convenience store here or in a vending machine is 150 yen. I paid 600 yen. For a bottled drink. All right. I was like, that's it? Because I'm thinking this is like some fancy drink or, maybe even like a little bit of alcohol, maybe like a cocktail. No, well, to be fair, a cocktail would be super expensive, so maybe not cocktail. And to be fair, they weren't checking IDs here, so no alcohol. Okay, fine, no alcohol. But I don't think it's going to be a fancy little maybe special drink. Nah, man, they gave me us a bottle drink. You could choose between like they had different types, water, Coke. I just got orange juice. They had like Pocardi Sweat. They had like tea, for example, So I just got orange juice because I didn't want soda, but I didn't want water, so I just got orange juice. But I was like, I paid 600 yen for this. I was just like, 600 yen. For a bottle drink that you could get for like way less at a convenience store. And like I don't want, and like it wasn't Cover's fault, right? It's the production company, right? It's the venue management company who did this, right? But at the same time, I was just like, okay. I tried not to let that distract me, so I walk into the venue, right? So the venue, right, what is it? The stage area? Stage area, there we go. So the stage area is very nice. So like I said, there are chairs, right? So there are many chairs, going from the front to the back. So in the way back, they had the sound system, and then they had the chairs like in the front, and then you had the stage. So Hollow Live has had a couple Hollow Live productions at a couple different types of concerts, right? So it was my first time going to this concert. I got to watch a little bit of Capture the Fest back in March, like the free portion, because I didn't actually get tickets to Fest. I just got tickets to Expo. So I saw a little bit of the free portion concert, and it was really cool to me because they had like multiple stages for that stuff right back then. So for this one, you had like the big, screen, right? And then you had like the stage on the other end and stuff. So I thought it was really cool looking, and everything, right? So like I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like kind of like the AR thing, or like they have like a real actual stage, and then the model is like a hologram thing, kind of on the stage, kind of like the Miku concerts, if that makes sense, because I know they've done that technology before. But it wasn't, which was fine because the screen was big enough, right? The screen was big enough that it didn't feel like that, thankfully. It wasn't like, I don't know if you guys heard, but if you saw about like when Miku Expo came to North America, and they had Miku on that tiny ass little screen on this big ass stage. Yeah, it was not like that, thank God. Because I saw pictures of that and that was so funny. But yeah, no, the stage was cool, and I had lucked out, y'all. I had literally lucked out. You told me that. I didn't know about. Oh yeah, man. Like Miku Expo. Don't get me wrong. People still had fun at Miku Expo, but the pictures of the tiny little ass screen they had on this big ass stage was just so funny to me. But people still had fun. Don't get me wrong. But it was just like, wow, like you could still make a screen work, don't get me wrong, but like you just need to, it needs to be big. You need to make sure you fill up the stage, because if you don't, it's just, it doesn't look good, especially the farther away you are, it even looks even worse. But thankfully this concert was not that, screen went from top to bottom, right? So I was like, okay, good, good, good. um so my seat was perfect. I don't know how, because the tickets, like you could not choose your seat for this. It was random seating. Like you just got assigned a seat. My seat was literally right in the middle, and then I was like in the fifth row back. So I was like kind of up close, but I was in the fifth row back. It was like the perfect seating, and I was like right in the middle. Perfect seating, y'all. I said, "Oh my goodness, I don't know who I don't know." I was like, the universe is watching out for me today, because it was the perfect fucking seat. It was a perfect seat. It was amazing. I was like, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness." Um, so I was so lucky. I was just like, okay, cool. So I get in my seat, I sit down there, right? On the screen, they had like the messages from the message board playing. So before the live, there was like a message board that a digital message board that fans could go in and like leave, pictures or like comments and written messages. And so they were showing that across the screen, and it was really cool to see. So that was really nice. There was a really nice girl next to me. She gave me a little postcard, because I know a lot of times at live events and stuff, fans will give each other freebies. She gave me a little postcard. I was like, "Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You're so nice." So I got a postcard. Um, so, I'm sitting, kind of tweeting a little bit, like, I'm inside the venue. I'm so excited for the live, right? Yeah, it was really sweet. It was really kind of her. It was so sweet. She was so funny because she was a huge fan of Shein, right? So every time Shein was on the screen, she was like screaming her head off. I love that fan. Wherever you are, random girl, I want you to know that your fangirlness is a great inspiration, and you live your life. Um, so yeah, so we're all getting ready. There was like also a brief time where like they decided to like flash the guys on the screen, like standing in their ready positions, and it happened really quickly that everyone was just like, "What? What just happened?" Like we thought it was like starting early for some reason, because the live started at like 5:30, so we all thought that like, "Oh my gosh, is it starting now?" But no, it wasn't. Um, so yeah, so then they had like who read it out? It was Miyabi and Fuma who read out like the venue rule thing they had, like the rules of the venue, like, silence your phones, please don't be taking any pictures, right? No videos or pictures, and have fun and stuff, right? So another reason a lot of people were excited for this live is because it finally had no COVID restrictions. Um, so basically, we were able, one, to meet in person, and two, you could yell, right? Like in past live before, because of COVID, they were like, please don't yell. But now people are like, you could yell. So like yell as loud as you want, right? And everything. So that was really great, right? So the lights go up, right? I mean the venue lights go down, right? The stage lights go up, right? Concerts starting and everything. So here, let me get out the set list because I want to give an opinion on each of my. I want to give an opinion on each of the performance. But like the lights go on, they start playing, like they start showing all the talents on the screen and stuff like that, and everyone's like yelling their name. So this is my first idol concert. I've never been to an idol concert before. So I had my pen light and my uchiwas, and I was ready to go, right? And everyone has their lights on and stuff, and it was really fun. It was really like yelling everyone's name and everyone like that. So it was exciting. It was so great seeing the guys. So the guys finally, come up. And so they had, new 3D outfits that were shown in the key visual. They had new 3D outfits. And it was so beautiful. They had like this beautiful, like, lit up like cape thing. So before they would show everyone, they would first show the cape thing would first appear, and then they would appear, and it was a really cool effect. So they first started the song with Kaleido Parade. So there was a new song for this year. So there was a new song. So they started Kaleido Parade. It was amazing. It was really fun doing the call and response too. And I was just amazing. I was just kind of looking around at everyone throughout the concert, seeing everyone shake their pen lights and everything, and I was just like in awe, seeing them on the screen and like moving in 3D, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is real. Like, this is real. I'm actually here with other people and I'm seeing them on stage. I kind of, fun fact, I've actually never been to Disneyland. I've never been to Disneyland. But I guess that magical feeling people talk about when they go to Disney was the feeling that I was feeling. It felt magical. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So they did Kaleido Parade. I've never been either. Yeah, I've never been either, but it sounds cool, right? So they did Kaleido Parade. And then they did We Are the Holostars in Uproar, which was super duper fun. I did not know any of the call and response for We Are the Holostars, and I felt bad because I had tried to learn it before, but there was just so many, because it's like a 7-minute song, and I'm just like, I don't know anything. So I just had to like follow the lead of like other people around me, and just like, okay, I'm yelling something. I'm yelling something. I don't know what I'm yelling, but I'm yelling something. But it was super fun. But no, you know what the hardest part of this concert is when you got multiple people like singing in this part, and you gotta like change your pen light to the right color of the talent, right? Because like you had pen lights for the show, right? And the pen lights had all the different talent colors. Bro, changing the color was like the hardest freaking thing on there. Because I forgot because like they were in debut order, but I was also just like, some of these colors are really similar to each other because some of them have like close to the same color image. Like for example, Astral and Izuru, they're both blue, but they're slightly different blues. And I'm like, I can't tell who's who on this pen light. So you have to go by that order. And I'm just like, I hope I'm clicking this in the right order. Because, it's like 2 buttons. So that was a fun thing to experience. So luckily, because it was funny, because you didn't, right? We didn't know the set list, right? You don't know the set list when you go to these concerts, right? So you could tell by like who comes up on stage, right? So whoever comes up on stage, you can just see everyone around just like clicking their pen lights to like change the color. So by the end of the show, I got it down pat, but but I was struggling before. I was just like, click. So yeah, so the first 2 songs were all of them, was all groups, so that was very fun. um yeah, so that was super fun. Then they had like an MC segment where each of them introduces themselves and says hello and everything, and so that was fun. And so my Japanese is still, as they say, mara mara, right? So I was only able to catch half of it, but I still was able to see their personalities and stuff, and so that was very fun during the MC parts, right? Honestly, the MC parts are so nice because they would literally be like, okay, it's the MC part, so everybody sit down. So I guess this is where I was grateful for the chairs, because then you could like sit down and like take a sip of your drink and stuff like that. But the MC parts were fun. So let me see. So bringing up the set list here, someone was nice enough to bring up the set list, which is good because I don't remember what it was. So in total, there were 24 songs that were sung in total. So the first two, like I said, were Kaleido Parade, and then we had the Holostars and Uproar, right? And then they had an MC segment. So the first solo performance, so this one had there were a lot of solo performances in this one. Concert. Everyone had at least one solo. So the first solo was from Rio, one of my Oshis, my wonderful ghost Oshi. He sung his solo song Come Over, and it was really beautiful. He has such a beautiful voice. And it was such like a calming song, honestly. It was kind of like a nice song to kind of relax from the hyper song that we just did. So it was an absolutely beautiful song. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. He was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I was just like kind of in awe in a sense. I was just like, oh, I'm in awe. So yeah, beautiful song from my Oshi. Love you, Rio. All right. Next song was. Now that would have been sounds like you were about to melt. I mean, I kind of was, cause like it was like kind of funny the difference between me and the girl next to me. Like the girl next to me, whenever her Oshi Shien appeared, she was just like squealing, like ee! Like, and I wasn't like I squealed a little bit, but honestly, it wasn't as much squealing as me as I was just like looking there like, oh, I'm in heaven. But it's like I'm just like staring at the screen like, oh my god, I'm in heaven. Like I would say like we had the same feeling, we just expressed it differently, which was when something exciting happens to me. Yeah, the girl next to me was so cute, man. I hope she's living her best life, because like I was over here just being like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Yeah, so okay, so we had Come Over by Rio. Next song was Ganma. He sung his solo song, Hyper Paripi Rhapsody. That song was super duper fun. So that one had like fan calls. So I didn't know what the fan calls were, right? So I was like following everyone, but it was like really fun, right? I especially love the fan calls that were just like a simple like, hey, 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 hey. And everyone's like waving their pen light and stuff, because it's like a simple way just to hype up the audience, right? And it was a super duper fun song. It was a super duper fun song. He has such a great personality too. And so it was really fun to sing, kind of like, and then eventually sometimes, and these songs are really catchy too. So like sometimes I would just kind of be like singing along with them, like not too loud, but like I was kind of singing along too, because it was like super duper fun. So I loved his performance. Next song after his was Pop Talk by Raberu, right? So Raberu is so cool to me. He has such a interesting gap in my opinion. One, he has a beautiful singing voice, right? His singing is really, really good. And a lot of people he has a really good singing voice, and I think he's also a really good stage performer, right? Idol, when it comes to being an idol too. So it was really, really fun to hear him sing. I think there's like a good gap between his like with some people, their singing voice and their speaking voice are very different. I think in his case, his singing voice and his speaking voice are very different in my opinion. So it's really interesting to hear him. It's really fun to hear him sing and to see that difference. But Pop Talk was really fun. Next one was WIM by Aran Desu. Dude, that song was a fucking bop, man. Like the call and responses for that one were so fucking cool. Um, yeah, I add it to your Spotify playlist, man. That song fucking slaps. And like the call and response during it was so fucking fun. I was having the time of my life hearing that song. It was like my first time hearing the song too, but I was having the time of my life during that song, man. It was so much fun. I loved it. It was such a good song, right? It was very fun. I could definitely see he makes a very good DJ, right? So it was like kind of like a DJ like performance song, right? But even performing it as an idol, right? As an idol performance and as a DJ, it was so much fun. I love that song. Very, very fun. So that was the sixth song. Then we had the Sun Tempo. We had MC segment. So this one was by Sun Tempo. So with Raveru, Astel, and Tenma. So this is the MC segment where they were talking about it and stuff like that. So it was really fun during all these different segments because every time they came on, they always asked the audience to please yell our name. So one thing the boys really found really fun was seeing everyone and seeing their name getting yelled. So they would be like, okay, on the count of 3, please yell our name, right? And so everyone would like change their pen lights to their color and then yell their name. And they'd be like, whoa, I feel so good. So it was such a cute reaction that they had. It was a super duper cute reaction that they had. That I enjoyed. I don't know why my model's making me look like I'm angry. I'm not. I'm not angry. But oftentimes when I'm smiling, I get a, how do I say? My smile looks like a smirk sometimes. I don't know why, but like, yeah. So that was very fun to do. And it was also fun because they were just like, oh, please. It was funny. I don't think during this segment, we did not get told to sit down, I think, because I think one of them was just like, nah, you guys should be standing. Aw, thank you. Thanks. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, this segment was fun because they wanted to see, I guess, the demographic. So first they're like, okay, all the girls scream. So all the girls, not scream, but like, you know, yell, right? So all the girls gave their yell, right? And then they were like, all right, all the guys scream, right? And like, even though there were like less guys, they ended up being louder. And it was really funny because I think Astel was just like, oh, my bad. I accidentally mistaked some of you for girls. Because the guys could like, see the crowd and stuff, right? But like, it's a crowd full of people, right? So you can't see, specific details and stuff. So Astel was just like, oh, man, I thought some of you guys were girls. So that was a fun MC segment. All right, so then their segment's over. So we all stand back up. So now it's Xian's song. So his song beginning. So the girl next to me, like I said, she was a Xian fan, right? She was a Bukadachi, right? So she was just like, right? She was having the time of her life, man, during this one. But no, it was a really good song. Xian's a very good singer. And it was a very nice song to listen to. I enjoyed it a lot, right? So it was a fun song. Next song was Uyu. So he sung Menhera Panic, which is such a cute, like, poppy song. It's called Menhera Panic, which would make you think that it's a little bit, like, serious, because, Menhera. But it's such, like, a cute poppy song, honestly, that, like, it doesn't feel like, ooh, Menhera. It's like, ooh, such a cute poppy song. So I enjoyed it. I liked watching it, right? He was super duper cute. Love it. Next song was Oga, my other Oshi. Oh my gosh, he's so cool. I love him. He did Silent Night Requiem, which again was amazing. And so once again, I was like starstruck. I was just like sitting there like, oh, wow. Right. Like, okay, wait, I can do this on my model. Like, if I was able to have stars in my eyes or like hearts in my eyes, there we go, star eyes. Like, if I was able to have star eyes, right, just be like, oh, I would like be me like the entire fucking concert. I would just be me the entire fucking concert. But yeah, he sang Silent Night Requiem, which is a very like balladish song, so it was super duper nice to listen to. So nice. Okay, Next one was number 10 was Fuma. He sung About You. And oh my gosh, About You is such a nice song. So it was like kind of like a R&B song. It had a little bit of rap in it too, because Fuma's likes to rap as well. And it also had some cute dances in it. I liked his dancing. His dancing was really cute. So I liked that a lot too. So it was super duper fun. Awesome. Ours was like, oh, this is a fun song. Cute, cute. I loved it. It was a funky little song. I liked it. And then next after his was Uproar's song Prologue. So another song that I super duper like, right? Prologue. So I enjoy Prologue. It was a cute song, stuff like that. Nice. So after this was another MC segment. So this was Uproar's MC segment. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 weeks, so my memory of this segment is not as good as I thought it was. But they did tell us to sit down, unlike Sun Tempo. Sun Tempo didn't tell us to sit down, but Uproar told us to sit down. So we were like, okay, I'll sit down, I'll sit down, I'll sit down. So they were telling us about the, excited. And it was really excited because this is Uproar's first concert. So the first and the second act by Holostars Uproar. So first act, Uproar hadn't debuted yet. Their debut was announced at the end of the first concert, and the second concert, their 3D was announced at the end of it. So this was their first concert. So they were super excited, to be here and everything. They were so cute. Oh, they're so cute. So next was Find It by the Holostars OG9. They performed Find It. So Find It was another cute song that I liked. So I was just like, ooh, nice. So Find It was fun. Next was World End Festival by Astel. That is one of my favorite songs. It was actually one of the first original Holostar songs that I listened to. And it was such a fun song. Like, it's the perfect song to get you like pumped up and stuff, right? Had a lot of like moments in the song where the audience could sing along, backing vocals, right? Also, it was like just so much fun because during like the dance break part, because Astel really likes to dance. So like he was doing his dance moves during like the dance break part, and I don't know why the heck I screamed it out. I mean, I don't think anyone heard me, but I was literally like, break it down, Astel! I was like, I don't know why I screamed that, but I was like, break it down, right? I literally yelled that, and I was just like, hey, to be fair, when I was going to this like live, all my like friends were telling me, like, because they weren't able to go and stuff, or dude, they got him exactly. My friends are like, you all need to scream your heads off. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna scream my head off. I'm gonna be like, break it down. So that was a really fun song to listen to. Next was Kishi Kaise by Tenma. So that song was also super fun. There was like a point where you'd be like, hey Kish, hey Kish. So that one was super fun to sing and call back as well. So that was like another hyper performance to sing as well. The next song was by Rika, was Afterwards. Rika also is a well-known singer-songwriter as well. I enjoy his music, and I think he has a very nice voice. So I don't know. I think he's super duper cool. So the song was very nice and fun to listen to. Love you, Pink Robot. I mean, Android. Pink Android. So after Rika's song was another solo by Oga. So recently, this year, for his 4th anniversary, he had a new original song called Faker Faker. So he got to perform that here, and it was super fun to listen to live. Super duper fun. It was very catchy. The chorus is very catchy as well. So yeah, it was really, really fun. Really fun to listen to. So after this, we have another, looking at the set list. We have another MC segment by Mafia. So Shein and Olga, which was super duper fun. So the girl next to me is like freaking out too, because like I said, she's a Shein fan and I'm like an Olga fan. So like we're both freaking out in our own ways, right? I'm like silently freaking out and she's like squealing, right? Uh, right. So there's their MC segment, and it was really fun because they were like noting how fast like the fans were switching their pen light colors. They're like, "You guys are really good at the pen lights," and I'm just thinking to myself, "I've been practicing, right?" Um, yeah, it was super duper fun. Um, uh, with their MC segment. So we also like did the thing where you like yelled their names and they were just like, "Oh, thank you." Like every MC segment, the guys would ask us to yell their name, and they were always just like, "Oh, thank you, that was fun," right? So they lead us, right? They're like ending the segment, and they're like, "You guys are gonna look forward to the next song. The next song, you got two people gonna sing." We were just like, "Oh, oh." So like we all had a feeling who it was gonna be. So the next song was by Astel. Oh wait, no, before the Mafia MC segment. I'm so sorry, I messed up the order. So before the Mafia MC segment, Unplanned performed. So that was Miyabi, Arudan, Bika, and Shien. They performed Superior Stars. So really good song. You guys should go check it out. So that was also a good one. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to go over that one. I'm trying to make sure I give all my opinions on all of the songs. Um, but yeah, that one was pretty good. So after the Mafia MC segment, you had Izuru and Astel recently, right? They always kind of been known as Asu Izu. They didn't have like an official unit, but they were just known as Asu Izu, right? So officially, they recently both got new like kind of matching outfits, and they decided after AFK, okay, no problem, Sanity. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day / night. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Um, yeah, so they recently decided to rename their unit Brat. So they had a new song and they played a preview of it, and they were going to perform it in full at the concert. So we got to see the song getting performed, and oh my gosh, it's called Da Da Da. Y'all, it is such a good fucking song. Like, I need it on the streaming platforms now. I need it on the streaming platforms now. Cover, I'm speaking directly into your ear. Cover, please put that song on Spotify now. Cover. It was such a good song. Like, I need it. Cover. I need it on streaming platforms now. Cover, please. So yeah, it was a super duper good song. Oh, okay. Let me take a quick talking break. I've been like talking nonstop for this thing. Let me take a quick drink break. A little quick drink break. Real quick. Whew. Okay. Live from Tokyo, woman holds office hostage to demands appear to be added to song Spotify. Yes! I was trying to march down to the cover's office myself. Hey, Chirpy. Hey. Trying to march down the cover's office myself. I need you to release the song. Drop it now, and my life is yours. But it was such a good song. I was literally singing along to the chorus at the concert, y'all. This song was bop. It was a certified bop. Okay, certified bop. Certified by me, which I don't know how my music taste is, but it's a certified bop by moi. So that's how you know that it's good. Excuse me. All right, so after Da Da Da, right, we had another solo by Rabaru. He did Dusk Dances, which is also a really beautiful song. Once again, blows me away with his singing voice. I just think his gap is so interesting. So cool. Next one we was by Izuru. He sung Raika, his original song, and oh my gosh, he was so cute. Some of them are so good at doing fan service. He was so adorable. I loved it. I enjoyed the song a lot. It was so cute. So he did a song. The next song was Chig Hug Flowery Night by Miyabi and Tenma. So that song was really fun. Everyone in the crowd was just like, oh my gosh, Hanakishi, yay. So that was a really fun song. So this is just like me being weird, but like, so their colors, right? Tenma is yellow and Miyabi is red. And so on like this screen, right? You know how they have like graphics playing in the background? I don't know if I was like hungry or what, because I hadn't eaten a lot that day, but like I was just looking at the background and all I could think of was like hot dogs with ketchup and mustard, and I was just like, I think I'm hungry. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a nice performance, but like I think I was hungry too, because I was literally just like, oh, hot dogs, ketchup, and hot dogs, ketchup and mustard. Yeah. So then after that was the Gen 1 MC segment, right? So Rika, Izuru, Miyabi, Aruran, right? They did their segment. So that was the second to last MC segment. So after that, Miyabi. So one thing that was also really fun about this concert is that, you know, it's the 5th anniversary, right? And so Miyabi was the first one to debut in Holostars, right? So it was also his 5th anniversary on this day, right? So everyone was just like, happy anniversary, Miyabi, you know. So yeah, that was super fun. So after this MC segment, it was Miyabi solo. He sung Once Upon a World, which was super duper beautiful. It was such a fun little like cute song with the theme being, you know, the theme was like, you know, fairy tale theme, right? So that was a really fun thing to listen to. It was a very fun performance, right? Very cute. So after this song, they did their other new song, Yuzutsu to Kairi Michi. So all of them performed at Holostars Uproar. And it was a very, very beautiful, very, very fun song, right? So then the screen goes black, right? And I'm thinking, oh, that's the end, right? But then everyone in the crowd starts yelling, encore, right? So everyone's like, encore, encore, encore. And so I'm just like clapping after everyone else. And I'm like, is it really going to be an encore? Because again, it's my first time at a concert, so I think it's an encore. So they all come back up for an encore, of course. And one thing that was different with this encore is that they all, so with their 3D outfits, with these new 3D outfits as well, they could take off like their jackets so you can see their t-shirt underneath. And so that was really cool. So they came back up again for the MC segment, right? So it's like the end of the concert, right? So they're all talking about their thoughts and their feelings. And oh my gosh, it was really emotional. Some of them cried. Who cried? Rio cried, Izuru cried, and Astel also cried. It was like kind of an emotional thing, and everyone was just like, aww, right? But they all talked about their hopes, their dreams for their future, right? It being the 5th anniversary. And one thing that was also cool is, you know, they said they want to do another concert, of course, and they want to do a concert with English too, right? So Holostars English, and me too, right? I can't wait to see a concert one day with, you know, Tempest and Armis too. So I'm super duper excited about that as well. So after that MC segment, they performed their last song for the night, Just Follow Stars. And then the concert and so that was the last song. So with these concerts, they say that they always have like a special announcement. So I was like, oh, okay, what's the special announcement now? I'm thinking, so I'm excited. So the special announcement for this one was that they were releasing the first 2 concerts, the first act and the second act, are going to be released on Blu-ray. So I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, but like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed because I'm thinking it was going to be something slightly bigger. But I was like, okay. Well, I mean, that is still a big thing, to be fair. But I was just like, oh, okay. So yeah, so then that was the end of the concert. And so, I got out of there pretty quickly. A lot of people kind of stayed around to talk with people, talk with friends, hang around outside, stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. I was just like, I was tired, right? I had a great time, don't get me wrong. But I was also very tired. Um, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna head back to my hotel and I'm gonna sleep because I had to get up in the morning early, right? So I decided to take the same bus back, right? I gotta take the same bus back, right? So I get to the bus stop. Again, there are other events going on in this area in other venues. So a lot of people are also trying to get home. There was a bus that came, and there was only I think two buses left though for the night and for that one. So one bus came, but it was already full. So it was just nope, sorry. And I saw that and I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm walking back to my hotel because I was tired and I wanted to walk back. What I didn't realize though was that the walk back from my hotel, there was a big ass bridge that I had to cross. And usually I'm not too afraid of bridges, right? I'm not really too afraid of bridges or whatever. But this was a long ass bridge that you had to walk over, and it was over the water. And the thing is that annoyed me about this bridge is that the sidewalk had two lanes, right? Had the bike lane and had the walking lane, and they put the walking lane to be the one closest to the water. And I'm like, I don't want to get close to that water because the thing is I can walk over a bridge, but if I'm super close to the water, I was just like I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Nope. So I was like, So I ended up being in the bike lane, and I just kind of was walking along slowly, back to my hotel. Well, first I went to the convenience store, and then I went back to my hotel. But as I was walking, as I was walking the way back, I was just kind of thinking about the concert and everything. And I just felt so inspired, by everyone and what I got to watch. And my tracking is annoying the crap out of me. Sorry. As I was walking, right, I was just in awe, to be honest, right? I was just in awe. Oh fuck, I think I calibrated it wrong. That's not okay. One second. Okay, there we go. I think I had calibrated it wrong, so my mouth wasn't opening. But one thing that I was thinking as I was walking back from the concert back to my hotel was I just felt so in awe and kind of inspired, honestly, by them. And one thing about Holostars is that a lot of them hadn't really been either super duper confident with their singing or dancing, or being an idol and performing and stuff. But over the years they just have improved and gotten better. And to me, that was really what was kind of inspiring, was the fact that they didn't start at 100, right? They had to work their way to get there, to get where they are now. They didn't start out knowing exactly everything. They work to get there. And I don't know, I was kind of feeling emotional on the way home because I was I want to do that someday. I kind of miss performing like I did in school. And I honestly thought that once I had graduated from my art school I went to, I was never gonna perform again. But ever since I started watching more people, more VTubers, and seeing all these concerts and stuff like that and different panels, I was just kind of thinking to myself, it would be so nice to perform again like that. Like, it's a super duper tall order, I know. But I want to perform on a stage like that someday. I want to have a 3D concert or 3D live, and I want to perform. And I might not be very good, right? My singing's so-so. And I'm loving all my singing and so-so. And my dancing, my dancing could be way better. My dancing could be way better, but my dancing could be better, but I would love to learn, right? I'd love to learn to get better and stuff like that. Best as long as you had fun. Yeah, that's the thing. I would just love to perform, honestly, like that, and again, it would be super nerve-wracking, and and stuff. If you feel better, I should perform. Oh, I haven't danced in such a long time, to be honest. I haven't danced in such a long time. I took some dance when I was back in like high school because I went to an art school, but I haven't danced in so long time. I definitely have to take like classes or something. I don't know. I mean, I think idol dances that I've seen are not like super complicated. The real trick for dancing is stamina, because you have to, for an idol performance, it's like stamina because you have to sing and dance at the same time. So that I think is tricky. But I've done it before. I've sung and danced at the same time before. But I haven't done it in years, so I'm really, really rusty because I haven't done it in years. But I think that's the trick, is that you have to have good stamina to do it. But yeah, when I was walking back home from the concert, I just thought about that it would be nice to do someday. And so I think from seeing that, I just got a real motivation to, put 100% more into my idol activities. Not my idol activities, my VTuber activities. I don't know. I guess whenever it came to idols, before I got into the VTuber activities, yeah. I guess before I got into idols, I've been a fan of idols for a little bit, right? My first idol media that I ever got into was Love Live back when I was in high school, right? So Love Live was fun, right? It's a bunch of school idols, a bunch of girls assigned to be idols, right? But like, I don't know. I never thought that I could become something like that, I always thought idols had to be a very specific thing, and I was like, I don't got that specific thing, But after watching all these different VTubers in all these different places, and especially after watching Holostars this past year, because I really started to get into them last year, I just started to realize, like, maybe someone like me could be able to do that one day. The idol sort of like, thanks. But I guess so, yeah. I guess I would like to try. I guess I would like to try to be an idol. I don't know if I could be a perfect idol. There's some things I'm not so good at when it comes to being an idol. But one thing is that a lot of people always ask, well, what's like the most important thing for an idol or something like that? What's a perfect idol exactly? I don't know what exactly a perfect idol is. I can't tell you what a perfect idol is, but I can tell you a good idol is someone who can bring a smile and inspire others. So if you're able to inspire other people, you've been a pretty good darn idol. So I would say for Holostars, they inspired me. So I would say they're pretty darn good idols. But yeah, I kind of had like that. It was weird, like, because, I've been playing idols and idol games for such a long time, right? So, like, I was into Love Live, and I got into a bunch of other, like, stuff. I would, like, play, Idol Master, right? All these different games, right? But all these characters were fictional, right? I wasn't really into, how do you say, 3D idols, jokingly, like real people idols. I didn't really listen to much real people idols, right? I was always into these fictional characters. So I think for me, being like this like idol always seemed to be out of reach because these characters that I was looking at, you know, they're fictional, right? So they're written in certain ways. They have to follow a set narrative because they're not real people, they're characters. So getting to see real people, right? Because yes, VTubers use avatars and stuff, but there's a real person behind the avatar, right? There's like a real person doing things behind the avatar, which is what makes VTubing so fun, right? Because we're on the cusp between reality and fantasy, right? I think seeing real people really was what really got me. So I think watching VTubers, you know, who call themselves idols, especially not just Holostars, but obviously Hololive and other outside people too. Most people use persona that VTubers put on. It is, but I think that's what makes VTubers so cool is the fact that yes, they have a persona that they put on, you know? I have my magical girl persona that I have, right? That I help protect people's dreams, right? My magical girl persona. But you guys know that there's a real person behind this avatar, you know? Like, for me, that's what makes VTubers so interesting, right? Is, you know, sure, they have a persona. For me, it doesn't matter if the VTuber has a persona or not, right? It's whatever they want. But for me, it's like I'm watching this character on screen, right? But they're real. I'm watching, like, it's kind of complicated to, like, explain, but, like, it's like I'm watching a character being brought to life live, if that makes sense, right? It's like, how else would I describe it? So like, let's say it's when you're watching I know. If anyone's like into like Genshin or like Honkai Star Rail or whatever, a lot of times they'll do you're watching your favorite anime character playing video games, singing, dancing. Yeah. So like I use like those as examples because oftentimes the voice actors will be the ones like using the characters to talk about the announcements and they'll be like in person saying it, right? But it's like, you know, kind of like, I don't know if it's improv or whatever, if they have to practice, I'm not sure. But you're watching the character be brought to life live, right? It isn't like, yeah, like VTubing's kind of like wrestling, right? Like it's not recorded. I don't think it's not scripted necessarily because I feel like it's a lot. At least for me, I don't script anything. I know some people they like will plan out certain bits. I have not planned out any bits. I would love to plan out like a bit, a skit thing or something, but I just have not. But yeah, it's like kind of like wrestling. You get to see these people bring these personas and act like kind of silly and stuff in real life, right? And stuff. But yeah, like you get to see them like being brought to life live, you know, like this fun little character, right? That, you know, could respond to, right? Because if you type something in chat to this person, right, they can see it and they can respond to it and you can interact in real time, right? I can't interact with a, you know, mobile game character in my phone in real life, right? I can't get there, which is like, no, that's why people like VTubers so much, right? Because like, especially for live streams, right, you can interact with them in real time. So it's like interacting with, not yet anyway, yeah, not yet, maybe with the way that, you know, virtual reality and stuff is going, right, close. But I think that's another reason why VTubing took off so quickly too, is because people were just like, oh my god, I can talk to like this really cute anime girl live, right? And she, you know, they respond to what I'm saying, right? They don't have like a set dialogue or anything, or I have to say something certain to them to get like this certain response, you know, right? It's all like live because a real person is behind it. So that's probably why I also think VTubing's so fun, and that's why it's fun for me to do and fun for me to watch. Honestly, as a viewer and a VTuber, it's really fun to do so and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I guess after the concert, I was just feeling so inspired, honestly. And I was just like, I really, really hope that Russian active, assuming you did get the amount of fame you want, would you be able to handle it? That's a good question. I I don't know. Is it okay for me to say I don't know yet? One thing I think about fame that you worry about, because I've seen people grown from small to big, right? I will say this. I would prefer a steady growth rather than exploding overnight, if that makes sense. I have seen people, had like a growth, a steady growth, right? When they first started, they were not super popular. But as time went on, they honed their skills, they got more and more recognition. I would like to grow like that because I feel like I can get used to it easier if it's a slow and steady growth. Not slow, not necessarily maybe slow, but a steady growth, right? Like as an indie creator, right? People talk about, I wish something of mine would just go viral, right? I just wish something of mine would go viral. I want to go viral because, I want to get a lot of eyes on me. I want to go viral. I want to go viral. And I understand the sentiment, not the sentiment, the sentiment, but I don't think I want to go viral all of a sudden. I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of scary. It would feel good at first, right? But having an explosion of growth, right, could be something kind of scary to deal with, right? So I feel like, in my opinion, even if it's steady growth, even if it's a little bit slow, I would prefer steady growth. And as for the exact level of fame that I want, I don't know. I feel like the fame, well, maybe it's an unfair comparison, but I'll compare Hololive, right? A couple of the girls already have million followers or hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right? Very popular. It's a little bit scary, I think, right? I see their streams. They have an average of about 10K people or more watching them, right? 10,000 people watching you is like crazy to think about, right? But for me too, the highest peak I've ever had was like 30 people watching me, I think. And I didn't feel nervous having 30 people watch me. I felt quite flattered, quite honored to have 30 people watching me, to be honest. I feel honored when I have 5 people watching me, so yeah. It was a raid that somebody did, so there was a bunch of people came in from another stream, but it was still nice, right? So it's kind of I feel like having 10K people would be a little nerve-wracking. But when I see some of the guys' numbers, closer to like a couple hundred people at a time, or like around 1K, 1,000, well, that's still a lot of people watching you, Like if you think about it in real terms, like to have 5 people listening to you, I'm just like, that's crazy. That's a lot of people. 30 people, that's a classroom, right? 100 people, that's a college lecture hall, So like whenever people are just like, you only have 100 people, they only have 100 people watching them, I'm like, 100 people, still a lot of people. That's a lecture hall. That's a college. Hell, college lecture halls can be actually bigger. So like 200, 300 people watching you is a lot of people. So I feel like that would be a good goal for me. I would love to have 100 people watching me at one time. It seems pretty small, I have to admit, but I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy reaching 100 people watching me. Like, I know a lot of people will comment about Holostars and how, well, they're not as popular as the girl side. And the other one, 2 people end up getting pretty big. Oh, yeah. It's like around 50 viewers-ish daily. Yeah. Yeah. So I've been streaming for about... How long? I've been streaming for about 3 years now, right? But I'm not a full-time streamer, unfortunately, right? So a lot of times people would say, my people, yeah, you get used to it over time, right? So I've been streaming for about 3 years now, right? Still pretty small, right? But it's because, how do I say this? When you have to juggle VTubing and like full-time job, right? It gets a little bit tricky, So I can't devote my full attention to VTube and stuff because I got a full-time job, right? I got an adult job outside of this. I got as we say, we got a day job, right? I got a day job, right? So I can't devote my full time to this, right? But you have to take your other priorities, right? But, you know, I'm not too worried, right? One thing I was worried about was that, you know, I'm seeing other people who have been around, you know, less than me, and they're getting more, you know, followers and viewers than me. And I used to um freak out about that, right? I used to freak out about that, funnily enough. But now I'm just kind of like, well, we have to be logical here, right? Before, I wasn't really doing anything to promote myself too much, right? I was mostly just streaming, but I wasn't doing any clips. I wasn't posting myself on other social medias, right? I wasn't doing much to promote my growth, right? So I was just like, okay, look, Coco, you got to be realistic here, right? We weren't doing much to promote ourselves, so it makes sense that our growth was slow, right? And it's like, okay, fair enough, right? So that's why I'm trying to do more of that now, you know? At the time, I was also only streaming on Twitch, right? Which I've had good growth on Twitch, right? But Twitch has been Twitch. And so I had always been worried about streaming on YouTube or not. But I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to dual stream on YouTube. Yep, I'm on 2 platforms. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. Yep. So I started out on Twitch, right? I had made my YouTube channel before, but I only ever used my YouTube for uploading my VODs. I never streamed on YouTube. My first stream on YouTube was back in 2022. And starting, I would say last year, this year, I decided to start dual streaming on both. And I also decided to start posting ASMR videos on YouTube. So thanks to my ASMR videos and my streams, but I feel like mostly for my ASMR videos, you know, I've started growing a little bit more, right? So because, you know, I was diverse. I don't know how to use like fancy media talk lingo. Diversifying your platforms or whatever social media people say, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, so with ASMR, oh wait, I'm getting like on another tangent here. But like with ASMR, right? For me, I really like there's different types of ASMR that I like. So first, I like cooking ASMR. So cooking ASMR. When someone's like cooking, I like ASMR videos where they'll have like the mic set up so you can hear like the, you know, ingredients being mixed and stuff being baked and stuff. I really like cooking ASMR. I like animal ASMR, like cats and stuff. To hear them like purr and stuff is really cute. I like that a lot. And I like roleplay ASMR, right? So I know, you know, ASMR is focused on like the tingles or the different sounds or I don't know, water beads. Like, you know, there's so many different like ASMR sounds that people make, right? I don't do that. I don't do ASMR sounds like that. I don't really do that, right? I like to do role play. Because I find it voice acting a little fun, right? I find voice acting kind of fun, right? I like to role play and do ASMR scenarios, right? So I'm listening to me. You're not gonna find me shaking a thing of like, I don't know. You're not gonna find me shaking maracas, right? But I like to do different roleplay scenarios, right? It's really fun for me. And this sounds a little bit, how do I say this? Oh, they do that? I don't, there's so much ASMR you can find. I'm not joking. I mean, you got ASMR of people. If I find someone doing that, it'd be kind of awesome. I feel like they definitely have maracas, for sure. I mean, I've seen maracas, I've seen water beads, I've seen pens clicking, I've seen people with nails, I've seen slime ASMR, I've seen specific weird scenarios like, I don't know, flight attendant ASMR or whatever. I've seen all types of scenarios, so you probably could find it. Yeah, keyboard ASMR, whispering. Oh, that's super popular in the Japanese sphere. The whispering or like the ear cleaning. The ear cleaning ASMR is very popular over here in Japan. like the ear cleaning or the kisses and stuff. But me personally, you probably won't find me doing too many of the kisses because YouTube is starting to crack down on even kissing. Because YouTube's just like, you can't do any erotic audio. And I'm like, okay, fair. Kissing's not erotic though. And YouTube's like, ear, like the ear cleaning, yeah. YouTube's just like, that's erotic. And I'm like, YouTube, that's not erotic. It's just kissing. Like, oh no. It's like PG at the worst. Like, it's just kissing, but YouTube's like, So like I've literally seen ASMR channels like that do like that sort of stuff like get taken down. So for me at least, I keep all my audios. Some of them are romantic, some of them are platonic, but I don't do anything beyond. You have to be super careful because YouTube is like not afraid to like snipe you. I don't give a shit. But yeah, that's the thing. I finally realized what I wanted my niche to be, right? I wanted to do ASMR and I wanted to do cozy games, right? And I felt like it really fit my theme of being a magical girl who helps protect people's dreams and relax, right? Yeah, in that regard. Yeah, I don't know, cuz like I've seen YouTube like crack down on like channels too. Twitch has been really mean too, obviously recently, because they'll ban you, but then they'll unban you. But like sometimes YouTube will not even like give you back your computer. Like I saw one ASMR person like got their entire channel deleted, and like they tried to appeal to YouTube, and YouTube was just like, nope. And I was just like, what the fuck? It's like crazy. So YouTube can be really. Like YouTube can be a little bit of a bitch sometimes, but Twitch is also a bitch. Honestly, if I have to say, they're both bitches in different ways. Twitch makes me mad sometimes, and YouTube makes me mad sometimes, but they both make me mad in different ways. So you just gotta decide you have to choose your poison. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to choose your poison, honestly. So I've decided to be like, fuck it, I'm drinking both the poison and I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Some people said that, well, by dual streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, is that really okay? Because you'll, get more people on one platform instead of on only one platform. And the way that I look at it, right, is I use YouTube. I've always used YouTube. Everyone uses YouTube, right? I hadn't used it much for live streams, but I had always used it for videos. So I always use it for videos. I never used it for live streams. But at this point, right? I'm just kind of like, okay, well, there are people, right? I had to merge the chats. It's against it. Yeah, that's so annoying, y'all. That's why I have like two chats up there. So the one on my left, right? This is for Twitch, and the one on my right up here is YouTube. I wish I could merge them, but I can't. I can't do that. It's against TOS too. So yeah, it's annoying. But it is what it is. But another reason is that as I started watching more VTubers on YouTube, yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. I don't want to risk it, so I don't risk it. But I think one thing that's interesting is that as I started watching more VTubers on YouTube, because I started mostly watching them on Twitch, but as I started watching more of them on YouTube, a lot of people that I met, in like the VTuber fandom talked about Twitch. They're like, I hate Twitch. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, I don't like the Twitch player. I don't like the way the ads show. I don't like Twitch, so I only watch people on YouTube. And I'm like, you hate Twitch that much, huh? They're like, I hate Twitch so much. I'll only watch someone's VODs when they put them on YouTube, or I'll only watch like clip videos if they put them on YouTube. I refuse to use Twitch. And I was like, interesting. I did not realize. I need to dip from the platforms. Yeah. I did not realize how many people on YouTube did not use or refuse to use Twitch. I didn't realize how many fans in the VTuber market, right? Because that's who I'm trying to appeal to, right? VTuber fans, right? I didn't realize so many VTuber fans only use YouTube and they didn't like to use Twitch. So I said, you know what? We got dual stream. So when Twitch literally said, hey, you can dual stream now, I was like, you're correct. I was like, hey, let me watch. Yeah, that's the thing. Like for me, the reason why I started out using Twitch too as an indie is because for me at the time when I started back in 2021, most of the people I saw on YouTube who were using YouTube to stream, most of them were like corpos, right? So they already had kind of like a medium-sized audience, right, that they could reach, you know. So they were able to get monetized fairly quickly, right? And on Twitch, the barrier to getting monetized is lower than YouTube. So most indies, they start out on Twitch because it's easier to get monetized on here. It only took me 1 month to get monetized on Twitch versus YouTube, which is gonna, you know, take me a good while, you know? So for me, right? For me, right? For most YouTubers, YouTube is still right. So they lowered the requirements for like super chats and like memberships. So for super chats and memberships, you have to have 500 subscribers, and then 3,000 watch hours, and then like at least 3 videos in like the last 3 months or whatever. And then you also need to have 500 subscribers and then 3,000 watch hours as well. Which the watch hours are like the hardest thing, right? Because that's like 3,000. And then to get ad revenue, right, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours, right? And then I think they said, or you can have like 3 million shorts views, but I'm just like, damn, it's a lot of shorts views, you know? So yeah, so like for most indies, right, when they look at that, right, they're gonna go to Twitch, because Twitch is like, okay, to be a Twitch affiliate, you need 50 followers. You need to stream at least 7 different times, right? So 7 streams. And then have at least an average of 3 viewers, right? Average of 3 viewers, right? So for me, I was able to hit that, you know, within a month when I did my first ever stream. I was able to hit that in a month. But YouTube is hard, and even though YouTube does allow live streaming, I still think YouTube favors you know, long form video content, their videos, because that's what YouTube was made first and foremost. So I do think that if you are on YouTube, it would be beneficial for you to be uploading other videos other than just live streams, I think, in my opinion. Obviously you can do what you want. But in my opinion, I think it's better to upload other videos too. TikTok trend, and that site's gonna be taken down soon. Oh, TikTok. Yeah, I mean, I like TikTok, but yeah, the TikTokification of all these sites are ridiculous. Like, all these sites saw TikTok blow up, and now they're like, oh, we need to do that. So YouTube was like, we need shorts, and I'm like, who asked for this? You know what I mean? I'm like, who asked for this? But YouTube's like, well, we need shorts. And I'm like, well, you do long form videos. Like, you don't need to worry about short form videos that much. You mostly do long form videos. That's fine. That's your thing. But it literally takes over everything. Yeah, like for me at least, because I use YouTube because the thing is that if you use mostly desktop YouTube, you don't have to worry about shorts as much, right? If you use mostly desktop YouTube, I think like I can see like shorts in a section, but like I don't watch shorts on my desktop because, you know, it's my desktop, right? It doesn't oh my gosh, shit, that thing was loud. Sorry. I hope they didn't play. Hi, Roga Senpai. Hello, Roga. What's up? What's up? Oh, hi. How's it going? Hey, girl. Oh shit, I hope they didn't play. I didn't hear it, so you're good. Oh, thank God. It started playing loudly from like my phone, so I'm like, please don't play, because I don't want to get hit with the fucking... I don't want to get hit. I don't want YouTube to mute my stream. But like, you as well. Oh, I'm sorry you're upset. I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. But like, yeah, like I don't watch shorts. Let me mute my tab. I don't watch shorts on my desktop because it looks stupid, first of all, right? Shorts are obviously made for your phone, just like how TikTok is made for your phone, right? So you're on, okay, so you go into YouTube on the app, right? You scroll through your subscriptions, right? You see a little area for shorts, right? So if you start, oh gosh, I need to mute my, if you start looking through your shorts, right, on your phone, right? your short, you will not only see your following, right? You'll see other things, I think, too. Right. On it, you have to get some. So my fairy ASMR triggers are risky to put up. We were just talking about that, girl. See, I told you. YouTube YouTube is striking against ASMR. I told you, YouTube is not liking ASMR. I told you. That's why I gotta be careful in my ASMR. That's why I be careful in my ASMR, because YouTube is not afraid to snipe you. They be like, no, we need to stay kosher. We need to stay 100% pure for the advertisers. Because, like, they be like, oh, we have to, like... Because people be like, are they trying to protect the children? They don't give a shit about kids. It sound like you're messing with ears. It sounds all sloppy. Well, yeah, but they think that sloppiness is, like, not safe for work stuff. They're like, oh, nope, that's a sex sound. Take it down. Get rid of it. We can't let them know about sex. Right. The nude try-on hauls are okay. Yeah. Like, they don't really care about kids. They care about their advertisers. And some advertisers, they just doesn't. No, they care about their advertisers. Because, like, advertisers are like, I don't want my ads to be playing on a site like this. And I'm just like, why the fuck would you care as an advertiser? Why would you care? As an advertiser, don't you want your product just to be pushed as, like, much as possible? Why do you care if it's on, like, a sexy video or not? Who cares? Because, like, most of the time, ads just be playing for shit, and I'm just like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this ad is. Half the time, I be playing for shit I don't even care about. That's the thing. They be like, you can't do the sex either, but we're gonna let this sex game advertise. And it's like, oh, okay. I see. In order for, if I want to talk about sex, I gotta pay y'all first. That's what you're saying. You're saying as long as you pay us, that's okay, right? Because, you know, the advertisers are paying. Wuthering Waves. They like their legs. Oh. So Wuthering Waves isn't a porn game. It's like a open air. It's like Genshin, right? But, you know, for advertisements, they gotta, like, try to grab people. So they show, like, all the sexy stuff or whatever. But, like, that's what YouTube's saying, right? YouTube's just like, look, you can advertise about the sex. You just can't, but we don't want you doing a video about it. But the advertisers can, because they're paying us, right? They're making money off of the advertisers. The advertisers are paying top dollar to, you know, shovel their shit or whatever. But you doing it? A YouTuber doing it? Oh, no. And I'm not even talking about, like, full-on sex or whatever, right? Obviously, no one's having full-on sex on YouTube. Ooh, excuse me. No one's having full-on sex on YouTube, obviously. But the fact that they're, like, just deleting ASMR channels and stuff is just ridiculous. It's not true either. Is it? I mean, I never see anyone having full-on sex on YouTube. Who y'all watching? Who y'all watching having full-on... Who's doing the dance with no pants on YT? Who's doing the dance with no pants on YT? I caught someone in VChat having full-blown intercourse. Oh, not the VR chat. Okay, well, I'm surprised that went through. I'm surprised that went through because, like, y'all know the game Bunny Garden that I was playing remember the game Bunny Garden I was playing like 2 weeks ago with, like, the girls in the Bunny Garden? I have known people, like, so recently Hololive, right? They all had to take down their VODs of Bunny Garden because they were getting hit by YouTube because YouTube wasn't liking it. Like, YouTube was limited in their monetization, so whenever that happens, they gotta take down their VODs. YouTube was early limiting their VODs on Bunny Garden. I'm like, really? The most you see in there is like a panty shot. Like, the most you see in there's a panty shot, really? And, like, they weren't even playing the ASMR either, because, like, I'm pretty sure the company says not to, like, play the ASMR on stream. So they would always, like, mute the ASMR parts anyway. So I'm just like, really? Really? Like, the most you get in there is, like, a panty shot, and, like, obviously you see, like, boob cleavage or whatever. But apparently they were in trouble. The fucking pH for my comfort time is absolutely wild. Honestly, you might have to end up going to Pornhub for some of these, because, like, some of them are, like... It's a better alternative to YouTube. See, everyone says we need a better alternative to YouTube, but at this point, I think YouTube's so big that we'll never get another alternative. Because, like, we've had other alternatives in the past, and they just don't compare. I mean, there's Vimeo, there's Daily Motion, right? But, like, no one uses those. We have to cover the nips, I guess. Which, okay, I'm like, that's fair. But, like, I was surprised to hear that they were hitting HoloLive with, like, strikes over Bunny Garden. Because, like, people were just like, oh my gosh, it's Bunny Garden, like, called Mixer. Oh, there was, so Mixer was for live streaming, though, too, wasn't it? It wasn't just only, videos, but it was for live streaming. Mixer, was it? Yeah, I heard about, okay, so, like, here's the thing. I had not heard about Mixer until it shut down. Which, I don't know if that, like, speaks about the popularity of the platform or what, but I legit had not heard of Mixer until it literally shut down. And I was just like, oh. I feel like it was crazy because I guess they had, like, because I guess there was, like, a bunch of people in there who had, like, you know, official contracts with it or whatever. Not official contracts, but, like, they were, like, on that site exclusively, and then it shut down, so they had to, like, move to other sites. And it was, like, also crazy because I think they were paying, like, millions of dollars to, like, this one dude, like, Ninja or whatever, to stream on there. Wrote it. That didn't really stick, and they paid a lot of money. Yeah, they paid, like, some famous YouTubers a lot of money to use it, but, like, I guess it didn't make enough money, and so they just, like, shut it down. But it mostly hurt, like, the small people, right, who were using on Mixer, and they were, like, I guess, maybe exclusive or something, and they were like, oh, okay. Yeah, Daily Motion is where I used to go to watch, like, a bunch of anime. But then, see, Daily Motion started doing DMC and copyright stuff, too. And I'm like, damn it. Because, like, YouTube got pretty annoying with the copyright very quickly, right? But Daily Motion and Vimeo had a little bit less rules, right? They had a little bit less rules. But now they doing the copyright, and I'm just like, God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. But I guess that's the only thing I can think of, like, whenever people are just like, you know, will there ever be, like, another website other than YouTube? And I'm like, I really don't know, to be honest. Like, I really don't know. There's Crunchyroll, Funimation. I guess how now anime is easier to find now, so, like, people are using, like, streaming services. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, YouTube has, like, so much history, and because it's, like, always been there and stuff, you know? Like, people have just always been using it, right? It was, like, kind of the first of its kind. And so people have always been using it, and they've gotten used to using it, and now it's become, like, this big titan. And it's hard to topple a big-ass titan like it. It's like the same thing whenever people are like, you know, we need to stop using Twitter. I mean, the best site for amazing video quality. Yeah, they have good video quality too. That's the thing. I mean, even a site like Twitch that has a lot of people, like, recently, I don't know if you guys have seen, but they've literally been talking about, like, Twitter. Not Twitter, but they've literally been talking about, like, Twitch. According to the CEO, Twitch has not been profitable in its entire run. Like, no joke. Twitch has not been profitable in its entire run. Like, its entire lifetime. Apparently, it's not been profitable. And I was like, really? Right? Like, I didn't know that. You know? I was like, making them the most money, right? That's what I thought. I'm like, that's interesting to think about, that they're not, like, you know, doing that or anything. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just want to be a goofy VTuber and have fun. And maybe live out my dream and escape my mundane life. I don't want to be thinking about, you know, algorithms and stuff and which is the best site and which site is going to kill itself right now, and, you know, what if this site dies, what if that site dies, what if this site dies, is this one going to relax? I'm like, I don't want to think about it. I just want to vibe. Well, that's one thing I asked you, because what is the goal of this channel? The goal of this channel. That's a good question. Thanks for asking. No, I don't mind. So, that's a good question. The goal of this channel is to be a space where someone can come relax after a hard day of work. It goes along, ties in with my character, right? I'm a magical girl who helps to protect people's dreams, right? So I go inside people's dreams and I fight their nightmares. But I also want to be a relaxing space for them, right? Because obviously people spend a lot of their time awake and they have all sorts of different things and stuff that they're dealing with, right? So if there's one, and maybe this is also, you know, me self-inserted, but one thing I love about some streams is I love being able, after a day of work, to come home, turn on my computer, relax, and have a stream playing in the background. So whether someone has a stream, has me playing in the background, or whether they're engaging with me in chat, either one's okay. But I would like to be a stream where someone can come and they can relax, right? They can smile, they can unwind, right, from their hard day, right? And, you know, I feel like that's a pretty lofty goal. It's a pretty lofty goal because, you know, everyone's going through something different. But I think that's my goal, honestly. I feel like that's also why I do ASMR. It's very relaxing to listen to. So I also like to do ASMR, so some people can come and relax to ASMR if they like it, or relax to a live stream. Just in. Would you want to have a more personal approach to being able to talk to more of your fans? Or would you mainly be getting as many viewers as possible? That's a good question. So, that's a good question. So, in my experience, right, as a VTuber viewer myself, I'm mostly a lurker. And you'll find that in a lot of streams too, is that most people will lurk, right? So if you have 200 people watching you, for example, maybe only really 50 of them will be participating in chat. The rest are just going to be watching you, right? So as a streamer, are you asking me which one I like better? I like being able to talk with my fans, I admit. I like being able to do so. Smaller streamers, right, have a smaller community. And I like being able to talk like this, you know? Bigger streamers, you guys have seen it, their chat's moving a mile a minute, right? Moving so fast, you can barely see any messages and you can barely read any. And so at that point, I don't think they can really read their chat because, you know, it's just going by so fast. So they're kind of just, you know, more focused on the game or whatever they're doing rather than talking. Oh, I see a riot if YouTube takes away my vampire feeding ASMR. No, not the vampire feeding. YouTube-chan, why do you do this? I have to admit, I like this. I like being able to talk to people one by one. It's wow, they're big, they can't not chat with them anymore. It does dishearten them a little bit. I think I would be sad over a little bit, but at the same time, I would like to grow more, if that makes sense. Sometimes, because I'm so small, my chat can be very dead. So sometimes I'll have no one speaking, right? It feels kind of like I'm all alone, right? Because again, when you have multiple people watching you, not everyone's going to speak, right? Majority of people are just going to be watching you lurking, right? So sometimes when you have a dead chat, it can be a little bit sad, right? So I would say for me, I still would like to get more viewers than I do have right now. But like I mentioned before, you know, I watch a lot of Holostars, and because they don't have maybe, you know, tens of thousands of people watching them, their chat goes by slower and they can still talk with people even if they have, you know, 300 people watching them. Members that come that are, if you want to keep it big enough but somewhat small. Yeah. So like in my opinion, I feel like Holostars has a good size that I would like to. Like it would be a dream to hit 100K one day on YouTube. You know, get the little cool plaque, right? Um but I feel like they're at least like when I'm in their chats, right? It's small enough that I feel like I can talk and stuff. But at the same time, you know, there's still a substantial amount of people watching them. So I feel like that would be like the area I'd like to be in. You know, I don't need to have tens and thousands of people watching me, but 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, because you know I'll have some people talking in chat for sure, and then it won't be completely dead. And great answer, to be honest. Thank you. No problem. It's nice to get questions like this, to be honest. Slow mode chat helps, I suppose. It does. It can help. I've seen some people put it on, especially if they have a fast one. Slow mode can help. But if you have a lot of people, it can still be a little. Chat can still move by pretty fast if you have a lot of people. But it does help. Yeah, so it kind of limits the interaction a bit though, right? Because like I've been in chats before where there'll be like slow mode on and I'm just like, oh, I wanna put in another message. Right? So if you are gonna do slow mode, I would say like try to make the delay as small as possible. You know? Because if you make it super duper big, then you might get some issues. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I just leave. Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, I'm mostly like a lurker, you know? Like I really don't talk in chats that much. I really don't. So for me, you know, as a viewer, right? Like even if they're having just a simple Zatsu, like I might type in something. Ooh. One thing I do on YouTube, right? So I have like a couple memberships, right? So every time you get a membership, I honestly hate the thing in Twitch is subscriber only. Yeah, so I don't know most people I don't think a lot of people do subscriber only. There are some people who do follower only chats. I know. So on YouTube it's subscriber only, but on like Twitch, subscriber means that like you're paying them. So on Twitch it's follower. But there are people who do follower only or subscriber only chats just to like keep out trolls, I think, or to keep out like dummy accounts, kind of. I don't do that personally because I'm still very small, but I know that bigger channels do that. Oh, messages from subs. So in my like custom Twitch thing that I have, subs do look like different, you know? They do look different from normal chat members, but I can still see everything. Me personally, because I'm so small, I'm still gonna respond to like all chats. It doesn't matter if you're subscribed or not. It doesn't matter if you're subscribed or not. Like, I don't care. You're in my chat, so I'm gonna like talk to you, right? If you talk in chat, I'm gonna respond to you. I've seen, you know, bigger channels. For example, that's what if that's what I think all corporations on YouTube do. I think most corporate streamers that I've watched, like at least for Hollow Live, I know, like all of them, they have sub only chat, not subscriber, like because it's like YouTube, right? So subscribe. They have subscribe, yeah. Well, see, I feel like it's a bit weird though. I mean, maybe it's different for bigger people, I guess. But at least for me, I'm just like, you know, I'll still talk to everyone, you know? Now, if you do send like a bit message, right? That is going to get my attention, right? And I am going to thank you, right? But I'm not going to ignore someone's message on purpose, right? If it's not paying me. So I feel like only if you get super duper big you can do that. But like as a small streamer, you know, I'm gonna be grateful that anyone's talking to my chat. So, like everyone else, when you put in the extra effort. I mean, technically, I guess, but it can make some people feel a little isolated. Yeah, like some are gonna get priority, but I would feel like if you're on purpose ignoring those who are not sub to you, that's a little bit of a douchey move. That's a little douchey, right? Like other chats can take priority, but like if you're ignoring the free people completely, I would say it's a little bit weird because nobody starts off paying you, you know? Nobody starts off paying you, right? So long term, right? If you're thinking long term, right? If you're thinking in terms of money, right? No one's gonna start off in your channel paying you immediately, right? No one comes to like, right? So I feel like if you do not pay attention to free people at all, just because you're not free, that's not gonna want to make them to sub to you anyway. So like, it could work out in the short term, I feel like, but in the long term, I feel like it can actually hurt you, you know? Mm. Yeah, that's the thing with bigger streamers, right? Is because their chats are flying around so fast, you know? Ooh, excuse me. um, so that's why I like where I'm at. Thank you for the follow, Deadpool Witch. Welcome to stream. Hello, hello. Okay, I surrender. You surrender? Surrender to me? Did I do something to make you surrender? Am I holding you hostage? I've been a bunch of those teams. There's just a bunch of members, and they usually have a tight nuke group. Usually, I think that's a good thing. Oh, really? You have my full attention. Oh, I have your full attention. Well, that makes me feel special. Thank you. Welcome to stream. Welcome, welcome. Members, and sometimes I'll flat out ignore you. See, I feel like that's really weird though. If oh well. Aw, thank you. I love getting new people. Well, I hope you enjoy your time. Welcome, welcome. See, I would say you gotta be careful about that though, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Never forget, you know, never forget your longest supporters, right? But if you make your community, you know, close knit and stuff like that, right? And that's good, right? To have a close community, but make sure you don't make your close knit community, how would I say, locked, right? Don't make your community feel like a clique, right? Be very careful not to turn it into a cliquey thing, because that could get bad really quickly, you know? So, close knit community, totally cool. You'll treat you like nobody. Exactly. Make your community closely knit, not closed off. Yes, that's a good way to put it. Make it close knit, not closed off. Right? And also, if you are a fan of someone who like has been streaming for a long time and you like try them and you like don't like it when they get like new people watching them, I feel like you're a little bit weird. Cause like I'm someone who's like, you know, I've been into Holostars for like a little bit over a year right now. Like I said, it's a smaller fandom than what I used to be in before. And, you know, I like the smaller fandom kind of feel, right? Everyone kind of, you know, knows each other a little bit kind of feel. That's fine, right? But I don't like it when other people are like, I don't want the fandom to get any bigger because then it's going to get worse. Because I'm just like, what do you mean by that? Like, are you saying if we get more people who are more fans, like, it's going to turn bad? Like, why do you think a new person coming here is automatically going to be bad? You know what I mean? Because, like, for me, I love welcoming new people once people come to my streams. Like, hello, welcome, you know, enjoy your stay here. I'm glad to have you here, you know? I'm not going to, like, be like, oh, somebody new, you know? Right? And if I catch somebody in chat being like, ew, a new person, I'm going to call them out. You know what I say? So, like, I don't know. As, like, a fan of someone, I don't get that. Like, I understand what they mean, but, like, I've been in fandoms for so long, y'all. Like, fandoms get bad because people are annoying, okay? And that's like for every fandom. And I get it. The more popular fandoms have more bad apples, and so more annoying things can happen. More homies, it kind of bogs down the quality. I mean, it definitely can, don't get me wrong. But like, I feel like, you know, I feel like you should just be careful about being pessimistic, you know? Because like, comments some trigger words. I just told her once, and now she's so big I don't even get noticed. I mean, yeah, I mean, it can get you a little sad, right? You know, that they might not notice. If you support someone, do it right and don't intention cheer them on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, you know? Like, I mean, it's definitely hard to balance, don't get me wrong. And I also feel that because I've been a supporter. But one thing about it being a creator and a fan is that I get the perspective of a fan and I have the perspective of a creator. So when I see someone that I have known, that I saw them start out small and I've seen them grow bigger, right? I end up being super happy for them. Because, yeah, maybe it's a little sad that, they might not see you and notice your name anymore. But I also feel happy because I've seen how hard that they've worked to get here, you know? Because, like I said, we're all trying to make it, maybe not make it big, but we're all trying to get our name out here in this sphere. And as an indie, that can be really tricky because the only marketing we have all comes from ourselves, right? We don't have, a manager. I mean, if you got money, if you're an indie with money, you got a manager. But for most of us, right, we are our own manager and stuff. Hello, Dino Green. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh, girl, better than one here. Track next. They're creating content. Hi, Dragon Green. Comment being triggers can girl. Now it's nothing. Yeah, I can definitely understand that, but I can also, I guess, sympathize on with her as well, because once you have so many people in chat, right? It's very hard to like, you know, that's why when I say that I want a steady growth of fans, it's because I want to get used to having so many people, right? So instead of going from like 0 to 100, right? I want to gradually get up to 100, right? I don't want to go to 0 from 100 overnight, you know? I want to gradually go up so that I can get used to like speaking with more people in a chat, right? Like this right now, right? I never really had this many people in chat before, but it's still a manageable number that I can get used to it and balance out reading two chats, right? Um, but I guess that's the only thing is that when you get bigger and stuff, unfortunately, if something to think, a few weeks from switching from Twitch to YouTube. I mean, it's definitely possible. I've been streaming on YouTube for a good couple months now, yeah. Maybe. But, I'm still happy with the growth that I have so far, so. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen a lot more people want to move to YouTube. Especially because Twitch keeps doing the stupid stuff, Like I told you, I said at the beginning of stream, but Twitch raised their sub prices again. So I said this at the beginning of stream, but like if you're subscribed to me on Twitch and you're like, I cannot do it anymore because of the price increase, don't feel bad. I think the price increase is stupid as fuck too. So it's just like at this point I'm just like, okay, if Twitch is gonna go belly up one day, it goes belly up, but the sexual content is so confusing because like, okay, so they said that basically their clothing guidelines, right, does not only apply to real people, they apply to VTubers, right? So like me. Okay, fine, it applies to VTubers. Cool, we get that. I get that. But they also said they were going to start applying it to VR chat, right? Because VR chatters often use their model in VR chat, but they can get away with, walking around with like pasties and a thong. And so they said, okay, we're going to apply it to VR chat. And then I guess they were like, oh, well, we didn't specify, so we're going to so instead of specifying, we're just going to reverse it. And I'm like, no, you need to specify. Like, the problem is with all of their content changes or whatever is that they never specify like what they mean. They just release it. So they don't want to get as much trouble as they are. Right. Yeah, like they had that back then, so the nude painting was fine, which I feel like is good because you know what? Hey, nude painting, nude art, like, okay, yeah, whatever. But then people are like, okay, I can just, show whatever on screen. Let me show my tatas with pasties. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm just like, but like, That was, see, that happened a few months ago, but then like just like a week or so ago, they introduced like new guidelines for VR chat, and then they went back on them, like again. And then VTubers started getting banned again because they were like, oh, okay. So it's just like, okay, so why am I able to do it in VR chat, but it doesn't apply to. So like VR chat, you can walk around in like pasties, but a VTuber can't. And it's just like, well, what's the difference? They're both virtual avatars, you know? So that's why I'm saying, you know what? If Twitch goes belly up one day, it goes belly up. It's whatever. But it just get really confusing. It does get really confusing. But back to the conversation about it. I mean, I can say that. I mean, it's literally just some loot outfitter for it. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. But back to the topic before, you know, I can say that I always try to remember my regulars. You know, if the more your name appears in chat, the more I'm gonna remember you. I remember when I first started as a streamer back on Twitch, right? Back in 2021, I actually had a journal, right? So every new person that came into my chat, right, I would write their name in my journal and I would ask them, what do you want to be called, right? Because some people called by their username, other people have nicknames, right? So I would write their name in my chat. I had a memo, right? And I would write their name in my notebook and I'd have that by me. Unfortunately, I lost that notebook. But I remember it sometimes though when I first started streaming, right? It was a cute little notebook that I had. I remember it. You know, I always remember my regulars if anyone's ever donated to me, right? I have a rule on my channel. If anyone ever donates to me, like, and what I mean donate through my stream elements, you become a VIP on Twitch. So this was back before I went on YouTube. Well, I can't make people VIPs. YouTube doesn't have a VIP role. But on Twitch has a VIP role. So if anyone ever donates to me, I do make them a VIP. I do that. In my opinion, it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $100. You donate it to me, you get VIP. Cause like I'm so small, right? So, I was like, okay, you get VIP. But fun fact, there's like a limit on how many people you can make VIP. Yeah, Trippy, you were one of the first VIPs. Sometimes both. Yeah. Yeah, Trippy, you were one of my first VIPs. I made you a VIP. And then I made some friends VIPs. Some of my friends are VIPs, yeah. But then mostly just other donators. If anyone's ever donated, I'm just like, you're gonna be a VIP now. Oh, you can't make people VIP, but you can make it where they get some perks or they can check out content much earlier than non-paid individuals. Yeah. So like I don't have monetization unlocked on YouTube yet, so I'm sorry, YouTube peeps. I can't. And of course, if you remember custom that's the thing. Like I really want to unlock monetization on YouTube because I want to give you guys, you know, on Twitch I have emotes and stuff, and I want to give you guys emotes and badges like I do on Twitch, but I'm just not there yet. But I promise as soon as I get monetized, I will set that up. I promise. I cannot wait till that comes. Because I really do want to set up YouTube memberships as well. You know, I feel like some people like come to a chat and they're like, oh, I can't send like a super. Like, I think I've had someone say that once. They're like, I can't send any supas. And I'm like, I know. Don't remind me. I'm like, I don't have monetization on this channel yet. I'm still small. So, I'm sorry. You can't get any supas or get any custom emotes yet. But it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. But yeah, Twitch, you can make people VIP. So I say if, I always say that like if you donate to me, in my opinion, because for me, in my opinion, donating is very, how do I say? Donating is very selfless because you don't get anything back, if that makes sense. So when you donate, right, you can send a little message, right? So I can see your message, but you also don't get anything back, right? It's not like you get emotes or like, you know, anything back, in my opinion. So that's why I do it. Oh, yes, I do have a solid schedule, ish. So I'm guaranteed to stream twice a week during the weekends, right? So I try to do 2 to 3 streams a week on the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Because I work Monday through Friday. 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday job. So I try to stream. I try to stream Friday, Saturday at 10 p.m. JST, 9 a.m. EST. And then Sundays, I'm still trying to figure out a good time for Sundays. I used to do 4 p.m. on Sundays, but my stream this weekend is going to be actually at 8 p.m. JST this Sunday, because I'm trying to find a good time on Sunday that works. And I found that Sunday afternoon, not a lot of people are online, so I'm going to try to do. So I do have a schedule, but I feel like because I only stream on the weekends, it's still a very, even though you could say, well, you know, a lot of people are off on the weekends too. Yeah, but I would like to do more streams during the week. So because I've been making such good growth on YouTube, I might do some guerrilla streams during the week. So nothing like a set schedule guaranteed, but I would like to do guerrilla streams during the week sometimes. You know, just be like, hey, I'm live. No, not gorilla streams. So they're unplanned streams, surprise streams. They're like unplanned streams, surprise streams. I'm sorry, did I say it wrong? I said gorilla instead of gorilla, didn't I? Oh, sorry. For some reason when I saw the word, I thought they pronounced the same. I was going to say that one. Oh, no. So not gorilla, gorilla. So unplanned streams during the week. Because I've found recently, I don't know if it's because I've just been bored, but like as I've been waiting for like Dawn Trail for Final Fantasy 14 to come out, I've been really bored when I get home because I open up Final Fantasy 14 and I'm like, I'm bored. I need something new to do. And so I'll just end up like, by the way, we should pencil in a Mahjong lesson. Oh, I forgot about Mahjong. You know, I should try playing of the Mahjong Heaven. Well, not Mahjong Heaven. It was the game with the cat girl and the sexy lady. What was it called? Was it Mahjong Heaven? Mahjong Soul. Mahjong Soul. That one. I should play that one again. Yeah, that one. I should play that on stream again. Oh, I forgot about the lesson. Well, maybe so, yeah, because I'm like, I played that game and I still don't know about Mahjong. I've talked about it last time, but Mahjong is so confusing to me, y'all. I still don't get it. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. But it is something. I'll show you what's what. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you about that. Yeah, because I still don't get it, man. I'm still confused on it. That's just confusing on me. But Mahjong, because like that's why I downloaded Mahjong Solo, because it's just like learn how to play Mahjong with like cute characters. And I'm like, that sounds up my alley. And then it was just like, I cannot understand what's going on. I guess. It's like Takumi through a hairpin. Takumi through a hairpin. Takumi through a hairpin. Yeah. Anytime. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I gotta make time. First, I have to make time, and then second, I have to make sure I have focus time. Wait, who's Takumi? Initial D reference. Oh, okay. Alright, it's just like, who's Takumi? Who's Takumi? Initial D sounds familiar. Is that one an anime? It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've watched it. Steven Greenlight lately. Let's play puzzle game with sexy anime waifu image. Fujiwara's MC. Oh, okay. I mean, that's what's like Honey Pop was. Honey Pop? Basically, I'm a Eurobeat. Oh, okay. Wait, is that the one where that one song, Deja Vu comes from? Is that the one from Initial C? Where it's like the Deja Vu, the Deja Vu song comes from? Or no? Yes. Oh, okay. I've seen that song used in memes before, so I'm just like, oh wait, is it that song? Oh, okay. I didn't know it was from that anime. Oh, okay. You learn something new every day. Okay, the sexy anime game with sexy anime wife. Okay, but can you really blame people though? Can you really blame people? Because puzzle games can be fun if they're not frustrating, and two, they can be, fun if you have, a cute anime girl or lady character being like, "Come on, let's do this." You know? I mean, does anyone remember Honey Pop? Does anyone remember Honey Pop, the dating sexy game where it was like the match 3 thing, right? And you got to date all these girls and like all the dates and stuff for like the match 3 thing or whatever. I remember it because someone Honey Pop. I remember who did I see first play? I remember I was like in high school and I was watching Markiplier. Well, no, you could be a lesbian in Honey Pop, which was like crazy to me at the time, right? Because I was like a teenager and I was like still like trying to figure out, right? And like Honey Pop lets you choose your gender, your boy or girl, and I was just like, I can be a girl. What? Yeah, you can choose in Honey Pop. You can choose to be a girl. And now you'd really have to say, oh, I'm never gonna play it on YouTube. I'm not gonna play it on YouTube. I'm not gonna play it on YouTube. But yeah, in Honey Pop you can choose. Yeah. To be fair, it's not like it's... To be fair, I don't think the characters ever really reference your gender either. I don't think your gender is ever really referenced anyway, but yeah, you can choose which one. I think your gender's referenced maybe like once in the beginning, like the prologue, and then it's just never brought up again. But yeah, you can choose. So I was like, that's fun. No, I don't think I'm ever gonna play Honey Pop. I don't think so. But I saw Flam played Honey Pop. Flam played Honey Pop on stream. That was funny. Covering that you can play on YouTube and not on Twitch. Was it Bunny Garden? Because like, you can play Bunny Garden on Twitch. Oh no, Genital Justin! Oh, no, I don't think I've heard of that Seiyu before. Initial D, Koyosu Takahito. I don't think I've heard of that Seiyu before. But some game, Genital Justin! Wait, I heard about that game. I think Bae played that game. I wanna... Oh my gosh. Genital Justin. Oh my god. Oh, he voices Dio. Oh, okay. Damn. Wait, you can't stream Genital Justin on Twitch? That's crazy. I didn't realize Twitch did. Genital Justin. I think I've seen... I think I remember it because I remember Hololive got perms for it, and I was just like, how the hell did they get perms for this? Oh my gosh, it's such a funny game. Oh my gosh. I remember when Hololive got perms for this, I was like, how? And why? Oh gosh, I feel like I also need to play this game. But I guess this will have to be a YouTube only stream then, though. It would be a YouTube only stream, I guess, because Twitch says no genitals. None. Do not show your genitals. Show those away. I mean, I did do a YouTube only stream like the weekend before. So not last weekend, but the weekend before I did a YouTube only stream because I did a vertical stream. So this goes back to talking about YouTube shorts, right? But there's been a lot of vertical streams, right? Because for some odd reason, while people might be like kind of meh about shorts videos, it does seem like short streams are a good way to drive up kind of viewership a little bit. Because I noticed that I only did it for like 30 minutes, but I noticed that it was my highest viewed live stream was my vertical stream. It was my highest view live stream. And I was like, don't show your genitals. Right. Show someone. No! I know! We can't show other people's genitals either. No! No showing genitals. I see you reverse shorts are stupid. You can't rewind them. You can't rewind shorts. Okay, you can't rewind some videos on Twitch though either. Twitch is weird. Because like you can't rewind some videos on Twitch and I'm just like, that's weird. But just shorts version. Yeah, so like one thing I noticed is that like if you do tag it with shorts and stuff, you can show up I guess in the shorts stream or whatever. And I have seen people like build up like not bad viewership from it actually. And it was a surprise to me because I'm just like, how did this get 98 views? And like, to be fair, that could just be from people who like were like swiping through their shorts and they paused on it for a little bit and then continued. Um, but I guess I've noticed, especially with like Japanese streams, that's what a lot of people have been using to try to potentially farm. You can't see most of the screen. Well, vertical streams are actually really popular in Japan, actually, because like they've happened on other apps. Because there have been other apps that are like literally dedicated to vertical streaming, that like do well over here in Japan. So I would say it more depends on like your viewer demographic. But I know in Japan they actually could do quite not bad. I actually was like, because like the thing is, right, is that when you pull up a shorts live on your YouTube, right, it takes over your entire phone, right? So it's kind of like TikTok live, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like TikTok live, right? When you go through TikTok live, you can scroll through different lives and you just might end up on one that you're interested in. So that's what happens with like YouTube short lives, I guess. Like, let's see, Adunan's having one right now, right? So you can just like scroll. So if I land on his, right, it takes up my whole screen. So if I keep scrolling, right, I can get a bunch of other ones too. Right? I get a bunch of other ones too. A lot of Japanese ones I see. Right? This gets a bunch of other ones, right? So people not only are like chatting in them, but they're playing other games. Like they have another game set up, right? They're playing mobile games as well, right? You can just keep scrolling. Got someone doing wrestling. Yeah, honestly, it just kind of reminds me of like TikTok Live, to be fair. So I think that's what's interesting to me, is that it kind of reminds me of TikTok Live. But oh, okay, yeah, but yeah, that's what I'll notice, and like a lot of people like kind of use them to like grow their channel. So a lot of times it'll be like people will be like, please subscribe, especially if they have subscriber only mode, right? Because like you would think that subscriber only mode would turn people off, but some people also like it. Oh, thank you, Kai Taco. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kai Taco, for the sub. Thank you. Sometimes YouTube lets me know late, because I think I got an email about it. I think I got an email a few minutes ago about it, but for some odd reason, my stream elements for YouTube are like very delayed. So I'm sorry about that. They're very delayed on YouTube for some reason. I don't know why. But thank you for the sub. Welcome to stream. I hope you enjoy yourself. I don't know. Maybe so. But yeah, like that's what I'm seeing, is that a lot of people are sexy. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's what I've seen. A lot of people have been trying to like grow from their lives. But see, vertical lives are very interesting to me, because in a sense, right, people could be doing something else and they can just have their phone like on them, right? So like I have a phone stand that I recently bought for my phone, which is very nice, right? So I don't have to keep looking down when I'm on my computer, right, for it. So I could be on my computer doing something, but I could have something open on my phone. Like oftentimes it's like TikTok, right? So I'll have like TikTok open on my phone while I'm doing something on my computer. So I think even with vertical lives, people can have them open on their phone and then be doing something else, like on their tablet, on their computer, right? Or they could just be watching like TV or something. Cause like it's really interesting to like learn about it. Cause like I know there's another, I mentioned them because like vertical streams are also easy to set up. They can be, yeah. So like, especially if you're an IRL streamer, vertical streams are super easy, right? All you need is like your camera phone. It's a little bit trickier if you're a VTuber, because you got to set up you can set it up in your OBS, right? Too. A little tricky if you're a VTuber though. I had to like set up my OBS. Though I did see a cool thing where someone was able to set up their stream in both shorts view and also in normal view. So they were able to set it up on normal view in their channel and also in shorts view. So they were able to like be in 2 streams at once. We're gonna tend to have shorter messages and people that are really into shorts channel. Yeah, that's what someone said. Is that it tends to be more for people who are into shorts content, which is generally seems to be younger people, so like Gen Z or Gen Alpha, right? Um, so it's interesting because a lot of people said that you can grow subscribers that way, but if you're looking for like super chats and stuff, you're less likely to get super chats during vertical streams. Because like you can send a super chat during a vertical stream or a membership or whatever. Um, but it seems that vertical streams have less of people sending those than like normal streams. Is what I remember. I saw one said, "You know the message I sent right about this one? I sent one like that," and she said, "I'm not reading all that." Oh no, damn. Oh wow. I mean, have there been? I don't know. Have I gotten long ass messages in my streams? I don't know. I can't remember. I mean, I don't think I've gotten long ass messages in my stream, but like, I mean, subconsciously, if someone sends a message that like I don't feel comfortable reading, I just will not read it, right? But like, I just won't read it. I don't like say anything about it. I'll just like kind of ignore it. If it's like a message that I really don't care about, I'll just like kind of ignore it. Because I feel like if you say you don't read it, you're still bringing attention to it. Because past messages like this are a norm for me. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, but like if I really don't want to read a message, I just will not read it. You know, like I won't announce to the world I refuse to read your message, but I just won't read it. You know. If it's super duper long. I mean, most people I have not seen type, you know, essays or paragraphs in most live stream chats, because especially if a chat is going by super fast, right? You like, if you type in a long ass message, it's gonna get buried anyway, right? And so that, and like, if you're a streamer too, you're less likely to read a long super ass message if your chat's going fast. So I feel like most people don't usually send it. They put in long messages. I mean, you said it's long, but like to me, it's not too long. I'm thinking about a whole long ass like copy pasta paragraph, to be honest. But I mean, yeah. But like to be honest, long messages, I don't. I mean, you can send a short message. If I don't want to read it, I'm not gonna read it. I agree with him. Oh, I guess it depends on, yeah. For short streams, I can feel that, I guess. Because, like, even on TikTok, if people make a comment on a stream, they usually don't type out, like, a very long message or anything. Reading's a lost art. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If you ask me, girl, what's the last book you read? I'm gonna look at you like, we don't got time to talk about that. I mean, yeah, but like again, like I've gotten messages before that like I'm like, okay, that's a stupid message. I'm not reading that. I usually read messages out loud in order for me to fully understand it, so it's more reading for me. I used to love books. When I was a kid, I used to read so many fucking books, man. I was a bookworm. I would go to the library, right? And I would just bring home stacks of books. Like, it would be bad. Like, we usually be, like, walking out the library with, like, bags of books. And my mom would be like, okay, you cannot get that many books. You gotta put some of them back. And I'm like, no, I want to take all of these with me. And the thing is that my mom didn't have to worry about, you know, it's like, oh, are you going to read those before we have to give them back? Because she knew that I would. She knew. School destroyed my joy of reading, work has brought it back. I mean, not even school destroyed it. To be fair, my joy of reading didn't get destroyed until I got to college, I feel like, personally. When I got to college, I feel like my love of reading got destroyed. But yeah, when I was younger, I used to love books. I read all sorts of books. I loved like the fantasy, the young. I loved like those really cheesy young adult fantasy ones where you have like the girl with special powers and the moody, broody like love interest or love triangle that she was in. Right? I used to love those books. Some of them were boring. Some of them were okay. I would just read them for school. It wasn't until I got to college and I took this like advanced like English class or whatever because I decided to do honors stuff or whatever. And we had to read like a bunch of these like old like Greek classics and I was just like, this is boring. Girl, I would really like to try this. Okay. So I actually did not like I did not read Twilight, and I did not like the Twilight series actually. I don't know if I was trying to be like a cool girl or what, but like I did not read the Twilight series, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, maybe fortunately. I don't know. I did not read the Twilight series. I was not interested in it. Well, it was a shocker. Nah, I did not go for Twilight. I thought it was boring. My sister read Twilight. Her friends read it, but I did not. I'm like, this is boring as fuck. I was like, I'm not reading Twilight. I don't need Mormon romance. I read, okay, so I did read The Hunger Games. I read like Divergent. I read like a lot of like those dystopian novels, right? So I read a lot of like those dystopian novels, and like, you know, the fate of the universe is all based on like this teenage girl, because who else is the perfect heroine to save the universe? Of course it would be a teenage girl. Yeah. So yeah, those were the ones that I like to read a lot. Give Man, the Avatar, The Last Airbender. You know, I never watched the Avatar. Like, I would see it air on Nickelodeon and stuff, but I never watched it myself. I don't know why, but I just never did. I never watched it myself. Oh my gosh, you know what type of streams I also want to do in the future? Sorry, this is like a complete topic changer. But like, I also want to do a hand cam stream. I want to show you guys my merchandise. I love collecting merchandise. But I want to do like a hand cam stream because I love showing off merchandise. I love collecting merchandise, and I would like to. Oh, the novels are prequels to the show? Oh, okay. I see. I don't know. I just never got into Avatar. I don't know. I never got into Avatar. Yeah, nah. I don't know. I feel it's probably a good series, but I just never got into it. And yeah, some VTubers, like, you know, some VTubers do like knitting or cooking, or I've seen VTubers do like Gundam building. Gundam building, building Gundams or like mechas. I've seen those before, like crafting streams and stuff. I just want to show off my merchandise. I don't know, I just want to do like a hand cam stream because I feel like that would be really fun. Or like some of them do cooking streams, right? Cooking ones, like cooking hand cams. Cooking hand cams are fun. Yeah. So those are the type. I want to do a hand cam stream. I gotta get like a special hand cam thing set up, but yeah, like I wanna I have to like, I found it on Amazon and I forgot, oh shoot, I forgot what it's called, but like, you know, like the thing that teachers, I don't know if you guys have ever had a teacher use this in a classroom, but when I was younger, I had a teacher use like this camera thingy, right? So when she was showing us something with her hands, she would use the camera thing, so it would be blown up on the projector so that we all in the class could see it, right? But it would be big enough that we could see what she was doing with her hands. So it was like a camera thing, right? That had like a curve, like a camera lamp, curved lampy thing, I think. These, and we get the coconut out, yes. Yeah, handsies. I don't know. I got pretty normal hands though. But I know some people wear gloves to be like privacy, but like I wouldn't wear gloves because I'm just like, barely anybody knows me anyway. Yeah, like I need to just go. You can like buy one of those off of Amazon. They're like actually not too pricey either. But I'm like, you can just buy them off of Amazon or something. But yeah, I mean, most of the stuff I'm gonna be nerding out about is like all the Holostars merchandise that I have because it's a lot. I'm thinking about it because I have a bunch of merchandise that I actually haven't opened yet because I bought it from like Mercari and I just decided to open it. And I'm just looking at it now and I'm like, wow, it's so cute. This one, so cute. These days when you go to conventions or places, it depends. So yeah, so when I went to the convention, so I had bought all my merchandise beforehand, but they were selling merchandise at the concert in person. So when you go to conventions, it really depends on the conventions. I can say that depending on what you're buying, like keychains can go for like maybe 5 USD or up to 10 USD. Buttons usually between $2 to $5 as well. It kind of just really depends. Okay, no, I want to go to shop. So when it came to the $10 for a keychain, oh, I'm talking about like the acrylic charm, an acrylic charm, like an acrylic charm. Probably less. It depends, but I'm talking about really like about the acrylic charms. The acrylic keychain charms. They can be like up to $10, yeah, because usually they're pretty thick. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see here. Because I ordered my stuff for the live. Back in April when it first opened. Okay, let me see. Where'd you go? Okay, let me see. Illustrator event merch. Oh no, that was close. Where'd it go? I'm surprised you want to do handcam streams and not the karaoke stream. Oh, I do want to do karaoke streams. I've done one karaoke stream. So I've done one karaoke stream, but it's unarchived. So it was unarchived because it had copyright songs in it. But I would like to do more karaoke streams where it is not copyrighted in the future. Ah, okay, here we go. So they had to reopen the order period. They had to reopen concert merchandise for a second round because it got popular. So for the concert, right, they had a t-shirt, they had a pen light. So for the concert, they had an original tote bag, a pen light, of course. They had a t-shirt, a face towel. They had Uchiwa's The Big Fans. They also had pen light covers. Of course, we have random badges, right? Badges, can badges. Photo cards, like checkies. You have acrylic stands and then the acrylic panel as well. So, let me see. So, the pen light itself was 4,000 yen. Let's see. 4,000. What's an Uchiwa? Oh, an Uchiwa is like a big fan. It's like the big fans that you see at lives. Like they're like that like circle shape. It's like a fan. Like it can be used for like fanning yourself, but like it's also seen a lot at like idol shows. So the pen light was 4,000 yen. The t-shirt was 4,000 yen. The face towel was 2,500 yen. The photo cards were 350 yen. And the live panel is 4,000 yen. And then the badges were 500 yen. The acrylic stands were 1,700 yen. So, pen light covers was also 1,500 yen. Jay Shrika, you sold out again. Okay. So yeah, I would say the prices, like the most expensive thing was 4,000 yen, and then the other things were like less. But that's like probably a good like guess. This is also, Japanese based prices, so it might be different. So the convention prices would be like different depending on where you go. For example, in the Philippines, I know it's like more relatively cheap. They would sell some plushies. So no plushies for this one. No plushies for this one. For the lives, they usually don't have plushies. For lives, they usually don't have plushies. But HoloLive does have plushies. But they didn't have plushies for this one. But wait, speaking about plushies. Wait, I also want to show you guys my plushies. I have a lot more plushies. I want to show you guys my plushies. Okay, wait. So I can't show you guys RC with my hand cam, but I got pictures. Okay, one second. My camera. Oh, there's a lot of cats. Okay. I have this picture. Okay, I'll just email these to myself, and then I can put them up on screen. Oh my gosh, I am so smart. I am so smart. Oh, please. Run stream. This is a whole room is covered in them. I don't think I would show my room, but I definitely want to show my plushies. Wait, did I never take a plushie of... Oh wait, no I did. Okay. This one. So cute. Okay. I think that's all the merch. Oh wait, no, I want to show you guys my dolls too. Okay. Share. Okay, I will email these to myself and then I can share them on screen. Okay. Where's Outlook? Outlook. I want to show this on Outlook. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I have a lot of plushies in my bed actually. It's actually starting to get kind of bad. Because it's starting to get kind of bad because they're like taking off half of my bed. They like take off half of my pillow space. And so my bed's already pretty small over here. So I'm just like, oh no. Oh no. I'm losing a lot of space. But I love plushies. I'm a plushie fanatic. I love plushies too much. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we email them to myself. And they appear in the email eventually. I mean, that's not the average streamer room. I feel like anime imagination. I mean, I do. I have like because I went to Hololive Expo back in March, and so I got like a poster, and I have like it literally in like a frame. But like I fucked up when I bought the frame, and I bought the wrong like orientation. So like the poster's in the frame, but like I can't hang it because then it would be facing the wrong way. So it's just like leaned up now. But the funny thing is that it's leaned up like next to my TV, and it's always like staring. It's like leaned up on my shelf next to my TV. And the funny thing is that it's literally just always staring at me when I look across the room. It's just staring at me, and I'm just like, hello there. It's not that creepy. It's Tempest and Armis, so it's not like creepy, but it's just funny to me because I'm just like, you should be on like hanging somewhere. But I need to buy a new frame. Okay, I just sent the pictures, so they should be coming in. And okay, I just put in my standard picture. To be fair, this picture isn't that creepy because it's very nice to look. To be fair, it's not. See, the picture's not that creepy because they're not looking at you in the picture; they're looking at each other. So you don't even. They're not even staring at you, really. It's more like you're staring at them. Oh my gosh, Outlook! Where is my email? I only sent 6 pictures. Where is it? Unless it does not want to show up. Outlook's just like, actually, we're just not going to show you those pictures. Okay. What if I send it to... Okay, what if I send it to my Google Drive? Will that do it? It's all good if you're able to show them. Oh yeah, I know, but I really want to. I love my cute little pictures. Oh, wait, it just came in. Yay! Okay. Okay, so it just came in. Oh, what the hell? No, I don't want to. Oh, what the hell? No, ew, what the hell? Gross, get out of here. 1 second. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I didn't realize the porn bots were also here on fucking Twitch. No, like, get rid of the bot, Twitch. Twitch, get rid of it. Twitch, I don't want to pin it, and I don't want to reply to it. I want you to get rid of it. Okay, here we go. Ban. There we go. Do you see them? I mean, I mean, I got them like once on to be fair, I did get them like once on YouTube. Like it was really early. It's like one of my first ever live streams and I got one and I was just like, what the heck are you doing here? But I was just like, I didn't realize they were on Twitch. Like just put it in your OnlyFans? Like what? What? That is crazy talk. Crazy talk. Okay. So, before I was so rudely interrupted, I have a bunch of these pictures. So let me extract these to download. So it's the person on Twitch didn't see a message earlier. Oh, thank you. Okay. So before I was really interrupted. Okay. So what image do I have on here? What image is this? Oh, it's just this image. Okay, that was just my mic. Okay. Let me change it to this one. Okay. So the first plushie I have, this is the first plushie I want to show you guys, is I ordered a Santa plushie. So if you guys don't know, Santa was a part of Holo Council. She had to graduate sometime. She had to graduate back in 2022. So, but they're still able to release the big small plushies. So I ordered Santa's. So isn't it cute? I love the big small style. It's so adorable to me. The big small style is so cute to me. But yeah, it's such a cute plushie. It's really cute. I love the big small style. So this is one of the plushies that I have for Hololive. Is the Santa plushie. So cute. Okay. So let me change the picture. Sorry, I was in the eyes. Oh no, the spiral is just the style for the. It's just the style. Sana wasn't yandere or anything. It was just the style that they did it in. I miss her sometimes. Okay, so this other picture I have is this plush. I wish I could. Can I turn this? Oh, I don't think I can turn it. Oh wait, no. I don't think I can turn it. I'll just show you. I don't think I can turn it. But I got this really cute Rio like pillow cushion thing. It's like a cushion. So it was a part of like this, like, I think it was called like a Sleepy series or whatever. But I found the illustration so cute. And someone was selling Rio on Mercari. Mercari is so dangerous for my wallet, honestly. Like, I love going on there sometimes. Mercari is so dangerous for my wallet as an otaku. Like, this is so many good stuff on there. But I have this cute little cushion. It's so adorable. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute series. But this is like I think it was like called like a da-da-da-da, like kind of like a lazy theme going around, right? Just kind of lazy theme. So yeah, I really like this one. Do they let you know what products are made out of to warrant the prices for them? Usually on the website they do, yeah. So on the website, when you're buying something, it tells you what it is made out of. But to be fair, I always just kind of assume they might be a little bit on the expensive side, kind of sometimes because of like they're made to order a lot. A lot of the things are made to order, so it's not like they have the stock already made. They're made to order. But usually they do list what it's made out of. Yeah, they usually list what it's made out of. This one, I don't know what it's made out of because I got it secondhand, so I'm not sure what the original thing is made out of. Let's see here. Okay, so this is my Rio Nui that I got. So I was the one who dressed it up. So I was the one that dressed it up in this really cute like kuromi clothes. So they make like little mini clothes for Nuis, by the way. So for my Rio Nui, I bought this like really cute kuromi thing. So I love using it. It's so adorable. So I bought kuromi for Rio there. So that one's Rio. I bought kuromi for Rio. And then I also have an Oga Nui. And so Oga, I bought pochako. Right? So I saw these Nui clothes when I went to the Sanrio store, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect for them. Oh, they're so cute. There's like Sanrio has a series called like Enjoy Idol. Well, they'll make like special things that are like made for like fan activities, like you know, photo card holders and clothes for your Nuis and like different things like that. And it has my complete wallet. So I just saw these and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get it for them. These are so cute. So that is one image. So I want to show off the stuff that I got for Tempest Week. So I got a whole bunch of things for Tempest Week. So Tempest Week happened and it was like Tempest's like anniversary. Yeah, this one's a big one. This is a big purchase. Oh dear Lord. So I got 2 plushies, right? So the red plushie was Fleon's mascot, and then the koi fish over here was Shinri's mascot. So those were the first anniversary, and then they also had buttons, and then 2 keychains, and they also had like a Tempest book bag. So I have a Tempest book bag as well. And then below that, they had a Halloween collaboration with a shop called Omona. They had a Halloween collaboration. So I got a desk mat that I use on my desk currently, actually, and 2 more charms. You see to the left, to the right, you have Fleon and Shinri, and those like big ass charms. And then they also had Onamori charms. Oh, sorry, not Onamori, Omamori charms. So I also bought those too. So those were very fun. So yeah, I got this purchase like back in January. This is a big purchase. It was a big one. And then I wanted to show off my Shinri Ida bag that I made too. So I made this to take with me to Holo Expo because I needed an Ida bag and I didn't know what to do. So I made this with me. So it was very bare because I only had like a few keychains and stuff, but I made this with me to take to Holo Expo. But yeah. Right, you made that bag? Oh no, I didn't make the bag. Sorry. So with an Ida bag, you like buy a bag. So I bought the bag and I put the buttons and the keychains on it. So no, I did not make the bag. I am not that skilled. So I bought the Ida bag. But when I said I made the bag, I meant I made the Ida bag. So like I, put the buttons on it and the keychains and stuff. But yeah, this was a bag that I took with me to Holo Expo. But yeah, that was just a little bit of some of the merchandise. So I've been into collecting merchandise for a long time now. I guess the reason why I really like collecting merchandise is 1, I like to have the physical thing. And 2, when I was younger, I used to play a lot of like gacha games, like mobile gacha games and stuff. And I used to spend a lot of money on them, right? Like you guys know how gacha is, right? You spend money to try to get the special character you want, and then before you know it, you spend hundreds of dollars and you're just like, oh, waste of money, right? So what happened is that I'm like, instead of wasting all that money on like these digital virtual things, why not spend that money on something that you can actually see? So that's where my merchandise collection started. Now I like to collect, physical merchandise versus, spending money in mobile games and stuff, because I feel like, I'd rather do this. That's fair. Yeah, I used to spend a lot of money on gacha games. It's with that addiction. Yeah, I don't know if it was as strong as like other people were, but I definitely was like, yeah, I gotta roll this back because it was bad, it was bad. So I'm glad that I was able to put that past stuff. But yeah, gosh, wait a minute, what time is it? Oh my gosh, it is 1 a.m. Wait, it is like 1 a.m. Greetings, humans and human adjacents. Hello, autistic oxen. I can't wait to tell me spending money on Genshin. 1 a.m.? What the heck? Yes, 1 a.m. where I am. Oh no, I don't spend my money on Genshin. I spent like a little bit of money on Genshin, but honestly, I don't really play Genshin. I have not played Genshin forever. So, hello, Autistic Oxen. Welcome to stream. Welcome. The heck? It's 1 a.m. where I'm at, cause I'm in JST time, so it's 1 a.m. where I'm at right now. But I didn't even realize it was 1 a.m. Oh my gosh, satisfying. So, well, now I spend money on mobile games and YouTubers. Not YouTubers, on VTubers, right? I spend money on VTubers now, so there you go. There you have it, right? Oh my gosh, I did not even realize that it was freaking 1 a.m. It doesn't feel like 1 a.m. Or maybe it does because my phone's like starting to die. Oh no, my phone is starting to die. It didn't feel like 1 a.m. Yeah. It didn't feel like 1 a.m. Or it's just like, oh, it's whatever, right? It didn't feel like it. That's how you're having a good time. Yeah, that's how you know you're having a good time, right? When you can. So, you know, you're having a good time. What the heck? Oh no, my chat froze on my screen. That's weird. I can still see my chat on my stream, but like my own chat that I have that does it in real time is. Wait, did your model holy thing? Oh no, normally my model has them down, right? So I can lower them down. Usually my hands are at my sides like this, but I had them up. Turn off my eyes. I had them up today because I was talking about the 5th Anniversary Live, so I figured it would be like a nice little theme to, you know, have my light sticks up. But usually my light sticks are down. But I also have a magical wand. Oh, let me see. Ta-da! I have a wand too. This is my magical wand. Alright, I'm not able to make my model bald. I'm sorry. I'm not able to make. Yeah, I have a. Oh wait, oops. Oh wait, I didn't even realize chat was above me. Why is my chat on top of me? That's rude. Okay, 1 second. I didn't realize I had my chat on top of me. There, let me see. There we go. Okay. Great, there we go. Right, so I have my little magical wand here. Ta-da! Yeah. Yeah, so usually my hands are out my sides, but sometimes I, you know, like to show off my different accessories and somewhat, you know. So I have my wand with me too. Did you make all your stuff yourself or has someone commissioned this? I commissioned all of this. So I am not an artiste. I am not an artiste. No. So this is all of my this is all the stuff I had commissioned. So, I apologize. I need to, how do I say this? So, I usually have I have all my credits listed out on my Twitch, but I need to list out my credits on YouTube. But I didn't know where I would put it on YouTube to make it, like, not awkward. You know what I mean? Like, on YouTube, I sometimes wonder, like, where do people put their credits on YouTube? You know what I mean? Like, I think they usually put it, like, on the video, I think, if they're, like, using... if they're using like a special asset or something, I think they usually put it on. They usually put it on the video. But like, I was just like, where should I put it for my credits? You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know where to put it for my credits. I think people usually put it on their videos. So. Maybe. I think so. If there's ever credits, they list out all the donations and stuff like that. They usually do at the end of the video. Oh, really? I don't know if I should say it at the end of the video though, because that's like a lot of things to go through at the end of every video. I think I'm gonna probably put it in my channel. You know what? I'll probably put it in my video description. I think I'll put it in my video description. Your video description could be like as long as you want. Almost. I don't think. Is there's not a limit on video description, I think. But I think that's what I'll do. Is that I'll put it on my video description to make it easier. Mm-hmm. No, you don't have left your description. That's true, but like I feel weird to like say who like did my model at the end of every stream, I guess. I guess I'd be surprised. Like to like have to say my model on the stream. So I think most VTubers they usually put it on like their oh wait, I know. They usually put it like in their Twitch, not Twitch, on their Twitter bio, right? So I have mine in my Twitter bio. I do. But like a lot of times people I've noticed is that people will come in and they'll ask me like, "Oh, who did your model?" And I'll be like, "Oh, so and so." And they're like, "Oh, okay." So I'm realizing like, "Oh, should I have that, somewhere on my stream now because people have been asking." Yeah. So that's why I was wondering like, "Oh, okay, I should put it on my stream because people have been asking." So I don't have to ask you over. That's what I figured, so I don't have to ask over and over. Because I know that can be like a little awkward. I know for me, like if I have a question, like a really basic question, I will basically like look all over like a streamer's like channel first before I'll ask them. Because I'm just like, I don't want to ask this maybe common awkward question. So I'm going to look all over and, see where I can find it and stuff like that. But yeah, right. They usually have facts. See, that's why a fact. Right, a fact, right? Like I have a fact on Twitch, but like Twitch, you have like on Twitch you have like panels, right? You have like panels on Twitch, so you don't really have that on you don't really have panels on like YouTube. So you have like your YouTube. You can make your YouTube bio pretty long though, but like I don't know how much time people spend reading the bios. But then again, I also do have a card that I feel like could link stuff in. So yeah, I have options, right? I got options. I got options on like what I could do for it, I guess. Well, I think I'm getting sleepy though, because I am kind of rambling on, and so I think I am getting a little bit sleepy. I think I'm gonna turn it into a little bit of a sleepy sheepy. So I think this is a good place to end stream here. Getting a little bit sleepy, and I got stuff to do tomorrow. Actually, I got some content stuff to make or whatever tomorrow. So I think I am going to end stream here for tonight. Thank you. I had a lovely time talking with you as well. Thank you for all of your interesting questions. I appreciate it. It's a nice breath of fresh air when people ask me. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you get some good rest, and I hope you rest your day as well. So, yep, everyone. I'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, 10 p.m. JST, 9 a.m. EST. We'll be continuing our playthrough of Bunny Garden. All right, so I haven't played Bunny Garden in 2 weeks, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see Din-chan again. So, yep, I'll be back here same time tomorrow with Bunny Garden. All right, so that is that for me signing off. All right, keep it sexy, keep it classy, and I will see you in your dreams. Bye bye.